Hello everybody, welcome back to Film FM. I'm your host Alex, and today I'm joined by my usual co-host Connor.
Hello.
And we have a special guest today. We have Faith Bird.
Hi.
And we have another guest, which is Dylan.
Hello.
Hello.
Yeah. Pretty dire lineup.
I'm recurring now.
Yeah, great. I wasn't trying to put you down. I was just saying, like,
I'm
it
recurring.
is within tradition for there to be a main guest and sort of an extra one we get in, so that makes Faith more special than you in this
supporting
episode.
Character.
Huh?
You're a supporting character.
I'm a supporting character.
Faith is our expert on hand on the film. Right.
Sure.
You're the expert.
No, but one day
right?
you'll have your episode, and then you'll be more special than.
And then I'll get to talk about Wallace and Gromit Curse the Were-Rabbit as much as I want. I don't know if it's going to be that.
Can I be the supporting character on that?
Yes.
I suppose.
I don't know if it's. I don't know what I'm going to pick.
Faith, move
Oh,
the.
well, if you do something else, then...
No, okay.
Faith, move the.
It might-
We're not supposed to have in here. We'll get.
Oh, apologies.
yeah.
They'll throw us out.
Yeah,
we'll have to
they'll kill
stop
us.
doing Film FM. Can we
You're gonna
blur?
get us
Can we?
cancelled.
Whoever's editing this, can we blur that out, and we could like.
Cut out the bit where you ask. It just
No, just blur what I say, what it is. Just like, and then.
All we
I
have
might
to-
put
like
a
a
box
mystery.
over it.
All we
like
have
a
to redo all of that incredibly natural conversation that was not scripted at
Or
all.
I could edit in you saying something else over it and put that over where the is. Could you move that Godzilla off of the camera? It's like a 2D image of Godzilla just moved.
That's a good idea.
It's a good idea.
I'm still going for Nyan Cat. Like, still?
Okay, we'll do that then.
One of them.
Okay, so.
Nyan Cat.
What film have you decided to talk about, Faith? What did you want to talk about?
I'm here to talk about Lego Movie.
I see, the Lego movie from.
Yeah.
Okay.
2014.
2014.
All right.
It was released on...
What a time to be alive.
Yeah, I know, right?
How old was I in 2014? I was.
It was released in the UK on...
13? I think.
What?
Was I? Wait, no. No,
It was released on Valentine's Day, 2014, in
Wait.
the UK.
Weren't you excited
I
for
would
this
been
film?
born.
I was 11, I
So-
think.
I would have been
10.
like 9 or 10.
I
I think I
remember.
would have been 9.
This doesn't make me feel old. I'm 21.
I remember being very excited for Lego Movie because they did big marketing on it, really big. I don't know, they
Yeah, I
did
remember that.
huge marketing. I remember being like, I remember being excited.
Yeah, I remember being really excited.
was really
I used to have
hyped for
loads
it.
of Lego, and I remember sitting there going, "Oh my fucking god!" I
Batman's
remember
in
being
it!
so hyped.
Like- Oh, speaking of, there he is. I don't know if you can see it on the on there. They've got a little Batman.
That was
figure.
at the end of
Yeah.
every trailer, like Batman's here. Like, yeah, I'm here, Batman. every trailer is just like ends with
Relax, everybody. I'm here. Batman!
Okay, so in terms of ratings, this film has a 7.7 on IMDb. On Rotten Tomatoes, it's got 96% on the tomato meter. Really? All right, cool. And this is my notes as well. So like I've already.
Oh, what a surprise!
I didn't just like. I've not got the website up. I've specifically written this down. That was a surprise
You're such
to
a good
me,
host,
somehow.
man. Yeah.
It's
And
got
then-
really good ratings.
87% on the popcorn meter, and then a 3.8 on Letterboxd, which is what like about like an 8-ish.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
I
pretty
swear,
solid.
I swear when I actually scroll for the reviews on Letterboxd, all the popular ones are like between an 8 and a 10 though. I saw like 1.7. I was scrolling for ages like, does anyone
on what?
Letterboxd?
On Letterboxd? Isn't it out of 5?
Yeah, but it's
But they
half
still do
stars.
half stars.
Oh,
yeah.
you mean the half
I wouldn't
stars?
engage
okay,
in it if
right.
it was out of 5. I don't know why it doesn't function with my brain to think in that manner.
Okay, right. Yeah, I was confused.
But yeah, it's good.
No Lego Power Miners, 0 out of 10.
0 out of 10, yeah.
Gone before its time, really. Lego Power Miners. Do you anyone here have a favourite sort of Lego not set but like
Theme.
I was really into Ninjago, like when I was a kid.
I was really into Ninjago.
Yeah.
I'm still into Ninjago. I fucking
Well,
love that shit.
I've got a little brother, so I got to blame like my interest on him.
Same, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because if it was me, then it would have been like be into girly things.
Sure.
Um,
Well, they had a girl ninja. They had Nia.
Yeah, but that wasn't like.
Yeah, but
straight
she
up.
was lame.
Yeah, she was kind of.
She's not my favourite.
No,
Do you have a favourite?
I don't think anyone has a favourite.
You don't think anyone has a favourite?
No, I
Has
don't think
her as a
she's
favourite? Oh.
anyone's favorite.
Well, I'm sure, like, you know, you've got if you've got like two brothers and you're a girl and you're watching it, I'm sure that's the one you gravitate towards. I don't know. Who is your favourite ninja out of curiosity?
When I was a kid, it was Kai.
Oh, lame choice.
I know.
No choice.
He really
know.
fell off.
He really fell off.
He really
Zayn
did
is
fall off.
probably the best one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Zayn was a solid pick as well. Probably like number 2 in my head, I think.
I never watched Ninjago as a kid because I didn't have the channel it was on, but I went round someone's house once and they had the episode where he finds out he's a robot, and even that being the only episode I watched, that struck me deep to my core. I was like, no, because it's like set up at the start. It's like, it's made so that you can watch any episode really fast. I don't know, at least that one felt so.
No, it's a serialized.
But still, watching that
show.
one from the start, they establish him as a character, and I got invested in him. And at the end, he was a robot, and I was like, ah!
He dies in the next season.
It's like life changing, and it's the only episode I ever saw of Ninjago.
It's not in the next season. It's 2 seasons later. He explodes. He sacrificed himself to save all of his friends. And as he's dying, it's like a flashback to all his memories with his mates.
And you
How did we
cried.
get
And I
onto
cried.
this?
Huh?
How did we get onto this?
The Green Ninja is in this movie.
The Green Ninja Lloyd
is
is
actually,
in this
yeah,
film.
yeah.
So
I know that, but how did we get onto it?
I don't know. What was your favorite Lego
Lego.
thing?
Lego
Yeah.
theme.
There's an insane
Oh,
amount
fair,
of
yeah,
like
fair.
characters, especially like in the
Yeah, we'll
Cloud
talk about
Cuckoo
the-
Land.
them
Yeah,
later.
bit,
we'll
but
get to that.
no, but
Yeah.
I'm just saying like there's an insane amount of characters, and if you just pause it at any point in that scene, you can always find a bunch of surprises.
I think it's worth mentioning beforehand. There is so much, like, I'm gonna refer to it as shit, but like good shit in this film that we're not gonna be able to like.
Mention.
There's too many
There's
little
so,
details.
There's so many
too many.
tiny jokes. Like every scene, there's like tiny little microscopic jokes getting shoved in your face. Like when they first get to Cloud Cuckoo Land, Batman's like, "I hate this place," and like to his left there's a clown dancing, and to his right there's a lizard dancing.
I say, like Killer Croc and The
Epic
Joker.
Killer Croc reference from the Lego movie.
Great. Dylan, what's your favorite Lego theme?
Lego Sonic right now. I don't know. I think I only really got into Lego because of Lego Dimensions. Does that count as a theme? Because probably that, because it's just a bunch
I
of
don't
figures
know.
of stuff I like.
What about you, Connor? Favorite Lego theme?
So I probably had the most like Star Wars stuff, but I made this big ass Lego castle. So, and that was like the piece de la resistance. That was my magnum opus.
Did you build it yourself, or was it like a set?
Oh, it was a set. It was a
Okay.
set. It was a
Alright.
set. And then I built that, and so I'd say I had the most fun with that. So probably like the medieval ones.
That's good. That's good. Fair enough. Fair enough. Well, there's some medieval ones in here. Anyway, so the film begins with Vitruvius, who's played by Morgan Freeman, and he is trying to guard the Craggle, the most deadly weapon in the entire universe. But Lord/President business, he breaks in to.
It's Lord business. We haven't had that twist yet.
Look.
It's a very surprising
Yeah, we
moment
don't-
when we find out they're one and the same.
Yeah.
Prime Minister business.
At the moment, he's just the bad guy before he's
yeah.
the corporate entity.
Yeah.
Okay, so he breaks in and he steals the Craggle and he blinds Vitruvius and he takes it away. But Vitruvius speaks of a prophecy where the special will emerge and they will find the piece of resistance and they will save the world from the Craggle. Great opening scene.
Yeah.
This
I
film's
like
really
it.
nicely
I
animated.
like, yeah, okay, so this film looks beautiful and will forever because of the style.
It's like
Yeah.
the lava and stuff.
Yeah,
like
and
how
just
the fluid
The whole
moves.
film is done without motion blur,
Yeah.
so it looks like a stop motion, but they emulate motion blur by just putting in like Lego pieces.
Yeah,
like when
that's
someone
so
moves quick,
cool.
they'll just have like Lego pieces behind them, like coming off of them. Also, Vitruvius might be actually the funniest fucking character in
I
this
know,
film.
I know.
Stealthily, he might be the funniest fucking character in this whole film because he just subtly like
He'll just say stuff.
he
won't
just says stuff, and he just does stuff like. There's a shot where they're falling in slow motion while it's on an Emmett and they're talking,
yeah.
and in the background you just see him floating,
Yeah.
and then they cut to the reverse shot and he's still there, like he's done a full rotation.
Yeah.
Like he's just moving in what's it called? He's in there. He's like,
Like atmosphere.
atmosphere. Yeah. He's like, I don't know what's happening.
In preparation for this, I was thinking about what my favorite character was from the entire film. Now, obviously, you guys know I love Batman. I love Lego Batman especially. But I was trying to think of who my favorite character in like this kind of cast of characters was. At first, I was thinking, oh, fucking Benji, the space guy. Love
Benny.
him.
Benji.
Benny.
Benny.
Oh my god. I'm supposed
Get
to be the
out,
expert.
yeah.
No.
Get out.
Fake Lego movie fan confirmed.
Anyway. At first I was like, that would clearly, it can't actually be that if I don't even know what his name is. And then I realized, no, it is Vesuvius, and I would love to see him in everything.
Vitruvius is so wonderful.
In everything.
In everything ever.
He's
actually.
so funny. He's so good. He's just subtly so good. Do you remember when he's like, he picks up 2 birds, he like builds them.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm gonna send these out to an internet cafe so they can send a message to the rest of the master builder. And he chucks them out the window and they just drop like bricks. Like they just smash through the window and drop like plummet. Like they're not going to shit. They're just fucking done.
His staff is made of. It's like a.
It's a chewed lollipop.
It's a chewed lollipop.
It's stuff like that makes me wonder, like, how do they do that in the Lego set that's made of paste for it?
Yeah, there's so many things in the movie that you don't even realise until rewatch. Not on like, oh, now I know the twist ending, but
like you appreciate.
Yeah,
you
you
know,
can appreciate the
little
background
jokes,
stuff.
little details.
and the amount of things that are other things
Things
that
like a
come
movie.
into it. Yeah, like the chewed up lollipop, like the whole Craggle stuff. But
Yeah.
like when it's in Lord Business's thing, and he's got his collection of stuff, if you like look at what is there, it's always so funny. It's what you were saying about like the background jokes and the 2-second.
There's a bit where they go into like a Wild West saloon, and you're like down on the ground with them, like you're a little Lego man. It's just a little handheld shot, and like a Native American guy just walks up to Emmett, just like chucks a tomahawk at him, and he just goes, like it just misses him. And then we move on.
Yeah, that
and then we just go over here, and the plot keeps happening. I'm like, what's going on? Everything's just moving, and it's just like.
But I love that didn't have to be more than it was. It could just be a little joke, and then that's it.
There's so many films that would have gone, oh my god, that freaking guy just threw a tomahawk at me. What the
I love my life.
I just love how much stuff exists in the film. Just all the stuff that exists is the best way to describe it.
Just all the shit moving.
Yeah, I convinced myself.
The Lego.
And I don't even know if this is true, but that first scene where they find the Craggle, is the Craggle in the Ark of the Covenant?
Maybe.
I don't.
I feel like it might be.
It's in a box.
It's in like this golden box that looks kind of similar to it, and I'm convinced it is.
I was surprised by some of the stuff in this. I think Star Wars was a particular surprise to me
It
that it
surprised me
actually
every time
it
pops up.
appeared. I forgot until it happened.
There was like a gay joke in that scene, wasn't there? There was like a
Yeah,
joke
yeah, it
about
was.
yeah.
Turns out the hairy one.
Turns out the hairy one was a dude.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
No, it's turns out all of them are dudes, even the hairy one.
That is it. Yeah.
Oh my god! Can we talk about the insane cast list though?
I actually
Yeah,
have
it's
IMDb
ridiculous.
up here.
Yeah. Run us through it.
Okay,
Run us
can I
through
just
it.
ask you
So-
one thing?
Yeah.
Who do you think Shaquille O'Neal plays in the film?
Is it not Shaquille
He
O'Neal?
does. He plays Jack.
It is, yeah.
Okay.
I was wondering if you'd go like, is it the pirate?
This is ordered in a weird way. Will Arnett is the first one in the casting credits order, verified as complete.
Yeah,
Okay.
Batman.
Will Arnett is Batman. He is. I think it's a weird choice, but I've grown very accustomed to
he's also-
the Lego Batman.
He's also Lego Batman in the Lego
in that
Batman
movie.
movie.
Where it's
And-
the same guy.
BoJack
incredible
Horseman.
film.
Like people will watch other stuff that Will Arnett is in and go, "Oh my god, it's BoJack Horseman," because he uses his normal speaking voice. But every time I'm like, "Oh my god, it's a slightly higher pitched Lego Batman."
I didn't make the connection between BoJack Horseman and Lego Batman
No.
until you just started talking, and I'm just like,
No. You've seen BoJack Horseman?
no.
No.
I've seen clips of it though.
Oh, that's a shame.
It's real good.
I love Chris Pratt's image of just like the black and white.
This,
Yeah, I know exactly
he's
what
died.
picture you're on about.
Yeah.
Mario movie one.
so
That's his
cool.
IMDb one.
he's so cool. This is the film that did it. This is the film that cursed us.
Well, I've got to say, like when people were saying Mario movie, why is he voicing that and
It's because of this.
that. That was the first thing I thought of. Is like it's not that he doesn't have any voice acting experience, because he does.
He does, yeah. Well,
And he did an all right job as Emmett. I was watching it though and thinking, what if Michael Cera was Emmett? And then I was like, but then we wouldn't have Robin.
Okay.
But,
So,
Yeah, I don't know where we're going with that.
I think Chris Pratt is good as Emmett, but I think no one should have watched the Lego movie and gone, yes, we'll do the Mario movie and just make it this. Like he goes to another.
What if it's Lego movie but Mario?
Yeah, because that's what they do with every film now. They go, make it Lego movie.
Wouldn't it be cool if this was Lego movie?
Yeah.
I'm down for that, man.
I'm not, because they miss the point every time.
No, but what would be the funniest movie to see in Lego form?
That's not what I meant. I mean, they just copy the plot.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm thinking about that. I'm thinking
I would like
something.
to see any Lego, any film, but it's going to be in Lego.
Yeah.
Lego Schindler's List.
My first
the boy in the
thought
striped pajamas. Yeah.
My first thought was 7. You know,
Wait a minute,
what's
we
in
can
the
build our
box.
way out of here. And they got some stairs they built, and they run through. Yay!
Bruno!
They did it.
My first thought was 7 with the what's in the box scene. It's just like the Lego head.
What about X as Lego?
No.
Not as funny. You missed the mark. Sorry, dude.
Sorry.
Do we just have to think of funny options,
What
or
if
can it be like a
Legos-
genuine option?
It could be a genuine one.
Because like not being funny, I think Mad Max would be really cool if it was Lego, because it's just like
Yeah, with the sand particles.
and like it would just like be like giant Lego cars crashing into each other. So
Anything's possible now, because remember the last theatrically released Lego movie?
Had Snoop Dogg in it.
It had Snoop Dogg in it smoking a big blunt.
What did you?
It had Blurred Lines playing in it,
yeah,
which is an interesting song to play.
we should do that in Lego.
In a Lego movie. Definitely interesting decision.
I always liked the idea of a Lego Doctor Who movie. That's something I always wanted when I was a young boy.
Honestly, Doctor Who's gone to shit. Just do it Lego.
Well, no, because I heard someone on a podcast. The idea was that like there's like a new Doctor and he's the Lego one, and there's all the different versions of the Doctor, like all the obscure, crappy ones from like different canons and all that, and they're all in it. And he's got to figure out what kind of Doctor he wants to be.
What about?
He can literally rebuild himself.
He can,
into
I
any
suppose so. Yeah.
So that like he'll like replace all these pieces, and he's Tom Baker now.
Well, no, like all the other Doctors would be there. Like
no, but he could be any
I
of them
suppose so,
with
but
the
you'd have,
accessories.
You'd have like all 3 versions of the first Doctor, like all the ones that have been played by like Dave Bradley.
He could go like and change with all the pieces. He just put on a hat and he'd be like, "I'm wearing a fez now. I'm Matt Smith."
I'll tell Russell to get on it.
Personally, I want Lego movie. I want the entire Lego movie, but it's just made with smaller blocks. Like all the characters are scaled up.
That's a
It's
shit
just
idea.
the exact same thing.
Terrible idea.
Okay, so also in the cast we have Elizabeth Banks, and she's wild style. She's okay. She's good in the movie, I guess. Alison Brie is Unikitty.
Love her. Community legend.
I don't know anything about Alison Brie. I know she was in this.
She's done a lot of voice roles. She was also on BoJack Horseman. She was a secondary character on. She was the second character on BoJack Horseman.
Unikitty is a weird character because Unikitty is.
Diane.
Yeah, she was Diane.
Oh.
Unikitty is a weird character because they're designed like they're meant to be built out of like spare parts or something, or something, but they're made of molds and prints that didn't exist in Lego until this Lego movie came out, and now there is a Unikitty theme, but like Unikitty, and also because they had to make it in real life because it was in the film, even though it's meant to be made of spare parts.
You're on your phone, Connor.
I'm looking at the cast.
They've made all the unique.
All right.
They made all the unique molds and prints for Unikitty, but also it's like it just falls apart because it's meant to be like crappily thrown together by a kid. So it is actually just like you touch it and the head comes off because the head's a big printed piece. If you've ever had a Lego, you know that the head just comes up. It just comes off because it's just not. It's meant to be thrown together, but it's also not because it's made out of molds and prints that don't exist. So he couldn't have built that unless he had an official Lego Unikitty Lego set that didn't exist when the film came out.
Well, I like that in the universe, the actual real life universe in the film.
Yeah.
The Cloud Cuckoo Land is basically all of his kids' sets thrown together.
Yeah.
Not the ones that his dad had.
He's got the bucket of leftover pieces.
Yeah. That's exactly. But what I'm saying is that.
You've been halted. Shut the fuck up.
Quiet! Quiet, boy!
Quiet boy.
It's not your turn. You may speak when you are spoken to.
But what I'm saying is I liked how in the actual plot, Cloud Cuckoo Land is basically a safe haven And that's literally what he's got there, is because it's the one place he can actually be creative. I like all those parallels that they do between the kind of the real life and the Lego
something
world.
you notice in the real life, because like Metalbeard as a character is like a 60 quid set. He's like huge, he's ginormous, and the boat is so huge as well, and it's like a few hundred quid, I think. And like you get a little Metalbeard with it that's like a little brick built one. The Metalbeard, when they cut to real life, Metalbeard is significantly smaller. He's like a way smaller. Because I was thinking, how much time do you have to like build all of this? I think everything's a bit smaller in the actual, when it's real life. I think it's the power of his imagination making them all like look nicer in the like films or something.
Hell yeah.
Because there's no way. How long did that take him to do? He took the whole top of the building off and built like a billion things coming off of it. This kid is insane.
I think
Lego.
Dylan just realised what happened in the real life like portions.
He just realised that the actual Lego scenes weren't real.
They are real.
And the parts where
real.
he falls off the table isn't going into the void. There's not just like a black hole down
Yeah,
there.
Hang on, whoa.
That's just the edge of a table.
The real film is happening.
It wasn't live action.
No, it's not stop motion animated, which some people think because the animation's
It's
so good.
so good.
It's so well animated, people think it's stop motion, but it's not. It's CG.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but I like that they carried on with that whole kind of I believe it's called brick film style.
Yeah.
That the
Yeah, that
original
is what
Lego
they said.
stop motion
But
started from.
They're going for the stop motion aesthetic.
Okay, so my second favourite character here, we have Benny, played by Charlie
Charlie
Day.
Day, yeah.
Yay.
I love watching things after I've watched Always Sunny and popping back in and being like, here's Charlie Day again.
Another
Here he is.
Really good, man.
another Mario Bros movie alum.
Yeah, he was good in that though. so-
That's actually a decent.
Well, he's good in everything.
That's a decent
Love
choice
him
for
dearly.
That's a decent choice for Luigi.
He's
Yeah,
a little. He's like a little
I still
little
think-
space guy. He wants to build a spaceship, and they don't
Yes.
let him.
He's an
Yeah.
80-something space
build
guy.
His
And
spaceship,
of
and his
course-
his chin's
His
broken.
chin strap's
'cause they was
broken,
broken real
and
life.
he's printing scuffed on the chest because he's old. He's from like 1980s.
Did you
What-
guys ever have the set for that spaceship?
I didn't know.
No,
I did. That shit was
I'm
awesome.
gonna
Oh, I
kill
thought
you
that
and
was
steal
rad.
it.
Despite this being
No.
one of my favorite movies of all time, I've never actually owned genuine Lego in my entire life.
Really?
What the fuck?
That's okay. It's
Yeah.
expensive.
What the fuck are you even doing
It's
here?
overpriced.
It's expensive. I
It's
didn't
it's-
have the money growing up.
It's
Yeah.
expensive till you realise it's Lego, then it's justified.
Exactly. No, he's got you there.
Completely
Oh, I'll
ridiculous.
tell you what I found recently. You're not gonna fucking believe this.
Oh my
Lego,
god! Oh my
Lego
god!
Twilight.
Lego
There's a Lego
Twilight!
Twilight set.
It's real Lego sets of Lego Twilight. We saw it in the Lego store. Like, they didn't just have it in a box on the side. Like, they have them built behind glass there. And they had it. It was the fucking house and the wolf. It was huge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They won't make Lego Sunny, but like,
They won't. They
what
won't,
are they doing?
They won't make Lego, like... there's loads of stuff where they were like, we can't make that. That's inappropriate. Lego Twilight, where he wants to, like, marry...
Like a little baby.
A little baby before she grows up because he imprints on her. He nicknamed her daughter after the
The
Loch
Loch
Ness
Ness
Monster.
Monster. What do you say? Did you know about this?
Did you know about the
Did
Lego?
I know that he nicknamed her?
No, the Lego Twilight set.
Did you know about this sacrilege? This fucking disgrace?
Did you know?
I didn't.
It was. I'd never heard anything about it.
I'd
Ever.
never heard of it. And there's so much shit where they're like, can't make a Lego set of that. It's too inappropriate. Can't make Lego that. Can't make Lego this. Lego Twilight.
They're making Lego One Piece.
They might as well just
They're
like
actually making Lego.
Lego Schindler's List now. It's
Yeah.
fucking stupid.
Might as well do it at this point.
Do it.
You built the set and they turned you down.
I know, right? It's bullshit. I
No,
got
'cause
it
they
for
have-
them and everything.
They have Lego ideas, which is where people vote for what Lego like
So you
fan
build
made.
it.
Oh,
gets
so like,
And
so like Minecraft, like vote for the next mob bullshit.
It's kind
well,
of.
you've got-
It's
it's gotta
better
get to
than
10.
that.
Is
'cause
it
that's
rigged?
crap.
It's
No, you get to 10. If you build a Lego set, if it
Yeah.
gets to 10,000 supporters, they'll officially review it.
They'll consider it.
Oh.
Although
that's how-
sometimes they go, no, we're not making that, and then a set comes out the next.
Yeah, there's some
year.
guy built the Sunny for the boat from One Piece, and then went, we can't do that. It's inappropriate. And then last month they announced they're making Lego One Piece.
Yeah.
So that guy must feel fucked.
Yeah, that happens sometimes. Like there's like a brick built Lego Jurassic Park one they did that was there, and then that didn't make it, and then
Basically, the set came out
a year later. It came out as not a Lego Ideas set. And
it must be because they've already got the contracts going.
It's got to be. Yeah.
But that's how we got stuff like
Lego Sonic.
Lego Sonic
Wouldn't even be a theme without.
Wait, wasn't that Dimensions though?
It was Dimensions, then it was Ideas. Now it's actually a full line of sets.
I think that's how we got a Lego TARDIS. The Doctor was one of the 3 Lego sets I own.
Yeah.
And then Lego the Yellow Submarine, the Beatles, another one of the
there's
sets
all sorts of Lego Ideas sets.
I've only got the Yellow Submarine, the TARDIS, and the Aston Martin from James Bond. Are my 3 Lego sets, and I'm very happy with all of them.
I have a Lego Wally permanently sitting next to me in my room.
That's fire, that is.
But every time I go in there, his face has fallen off. It's the most brutal thing ever. It's like his eyes are planted down on the ground.
It's just like the real Wally from the film is falling apart.
Holy fuck. What happened to
Lego
Wally?
Batman is my only Lego, proper official Lego
It's a
thing
little Michael
ever.
Caine.
I'll get you a Lego
bullshit,
Twilight for
Thomas.
Christmas.
I would really love that actually.
I ain't got the money.
I know.
If
So
it was like a
poor.
small
I don't
set,
think you've ever got me anything for Christmas anyway.
It's a big set.
You haven't got me
But-
anything for Christmas, have you?
I think like once, and it,
Nothing.
we're not holding grudges here.
Who's next
We're
on
not
the
holding
cast
grudges.
list?
So Will Ferrell's in this film as Lord Business / President Business / the man upstairs,
Prime Minister business.
Prime Minister Business.
When he puts his hand in the little thing and he just pulls out a minifigure of himself and he's like, I'm the bad guy.
So funny.
What's so funny about
It's
it?
just Lego Will Ferrell.
That's what's funny about it. It's like a caricature of him. And do you know what? Because he's like, in the film when he comes downstairs, he's like a normal guy. He's
He's still got the red tie though, don't he?
But he's like a normal guy. He's got like a small haircut. So the Lego minifigure looks more like Will Ferrell than Will Ferrell does in that film. I'm saying it.
He's like, that's Will Ferrell
He's
right
like,
there.
he goes like, he's like,
I thought I was Will Ferrell.
yeah, he's like, I as a happy family man who is not a celebrity and works a small business job. He's looking at this Lego minifigure and I'm like, hey, that's a minifigure of Will Ferrell. That's what he thinks.
What the fuck is Will Ferrell doing here? Why is he the villain?
It's crazy to me that like I think out of all of the cast, he is the only character that looks like the actor. I don't know why they did that.
It's
But
funny.
it's so that
I
he
mean,
can
it's,
look at himself.
I'm
and
so
say
happy
it.
they did.
Because he's the
Apart
only
from
one that
Shaquille
shows up in
O'Neal.
live action.
They also did that with Shaquille
That's because he's a
O'Neal.
real guy.
Shaquille O'Neal's
Game
So
real.
Will Ferrell.
No, Will Ferrell's Lord Business in the film. He's not literally Will Ferrell.
Spoiler alert,
I think it's
Shaquille
because he
O'Neal's
shows
real.
up as a real guy in it.
Yeah.
It's Chris Pratt showed up and he was like,
Then again, Chris Pratt does look like that. So
Anyway, yeah. So I like when he's got his his Lord Business uniform and like he's got his big ass legs and he's got a helmet.
he's got an evil cape that's a tie. And
yeah,
an
and
evil.
it's
his
coffee
horns
mugs of
are
his
coffee
horns.
mugs. Yeah,
It's a good design, I think. I like that quite a
And
lot.
they shoot fire.
They shoot fire.
They
yeah.
do. But
I like
not
him.
like at anyone,
So-
just kind of up.
I've got to say, for this entire film, I don't think I have any criticisms. It's all just like, oh, I love that little
Oh, I
detail.
do.
I love
Alex
this
has
bit.
some.
I was going to joke about not enough Shaq screen time. Have I mentioned some previous?
You don't like the trope of like the loser guy getting with
Oh,
the
I hate
old
that.
girl.
I hate it so much. I'm so sick of it. So, back when cinema first when the
When it
train
first
came into
started.
the station.
When the train
this
came
is
into
the
the
point.
station.
When cinema first fucking came into existence, every woman was a useless fucking bitch. It was true.
In every
They were
film.
all fucking useless, and we had to save all of them. And then we got 30 years in, and we went, yeah, this is a bit sexist actually. So they started changing it, and women got like more capable, and it got their representation got better. And then it got to the point where a lot of women are like cool, badass, like emotionally detached women, and they started pairing them up with fucking losers like Emmett and Fry and the guy from the fucking Emoji Movie. And I'm sick of it. So maybe I'm not as attached to Wild Style as I am and the rest of the cast. I think I'm sick of it. It's like fucking. I'm sorry, Batman is an upgrade to Emmett. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I mean, I can't blame you, actually. I don't think she is a good character.
You don't think she's a good character?
Well, she's not, like, all particularly interesting. And that kind of whole reveal, I suppose, like, I actually have a soul. And I changed my name because of,
thought that was
like,
pretty
issues
obvious.
with my identity and stuff. I've seen it so many times, but I never really felt like it detached from the movie because there was so much other stuff that I was enjoying that I never really focused on it.
I did feel like I enjoyed the whole film, but it felt like just for a bit in the middle there was that bit of the story where like it's like every moment with Emmett and Wildstyle is like Emmett says something, Wildstar ignores it. Batman says something, Wildstar goes, yeah, right, and then Emmett goes, this is sad for me, like a little bitch. And it's just like that for a couple of scenes.
Yeah.
It's not too much, and it's usually funny. But like sometimes, I feel like by the last one, I was a bit like, I get it. He's a bitch.
Yeah. I mean, Batman did not treat her particularly well, but we all know that's because his true love is the Joker.
Yeah.
Quite frankly, judging from the Lego Batman movie, that one's not far off. It's yeah.
Yeah.
Watch that movie. It's good. It's pretty good.
Yeah,
Planning on
that's
it.
a good one. It's a good one. Anyway, yeah, no, he does not treat her particularly well. So Emmett does kind of do the whole, I'm just a nice guy waiting, like, why do the girls all go for the bad guys, you know?
Girls always go with bad boys, but if only they'd give me a nice guy a chance. Oh, sigh. It's like,
Okay, well, I'm cutting that. That was fucking.
That's what the whole film
Cringe
is.
as hell,
That's
man.
what they was meant to be.
That's what their thing is.
That's what it is.
It's not the whole film, though. It's just
No,
what
it's
their
not.
My
It's
favourite
not the whole
character's
film.
good cop, bad cop.
Okay,
That is,
yeah.
that is such a valid shout, actually.
Yeah.
Hang on, am I wrong that that's like the whole dynamic for a portion of the film?
There's
Yeah,
a whole
no.
dynamic for
Between them
yeah.
two, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's annoying. I just see it in shit
Bit of a
now.
trope.
I'm sick of it because most of the time it's like, well, she's pretty cool. She can do a lot better than fucking Fry. Quite frankly, Fry's a loser. Talking about Futurama. Have you seen Futurama?
Yes, I've seen.
I'm sick of it. I'm just sick of it. Just because like someone like is kind of nice.
Yeah, but he's a nice guy.
Yeah, he's nice and he's thick and he's useless. But you know he's nice.
And actually, maybe.
He's like a complete slob.
And
Yeah,
actually,
he's a complete slob. He's a complete fucking loser. But he's nice. So Leela, the person who could probably kill 15 people with a bare hands, she should go out with him.
and maybe a lot of these nice guys are actually quite insecure and quite secretly cruel in their like what like.
I just don't
when
think they're
Batman
fair.
leaves, when
But,
Batman
okay.
leaves,
Okay, so
he's
this-
like, but he's trying to comfort her, and he just goes like, and I'm going to be honest, Batman's the worst person I ever met. Like he's
Yeah.
not genuine. It's like every just like real life nice guys. Every nice guy in a film.
Yeah,
he's
Emmett's
not
actually
nice.
abusive.
He's like they're like they are like emotionally like manipulative, really.
Yeah, because there's like, there's real nice guys, people who are genuinely nice, and that is a big part of their personality.
You don't call them
There's-
nice guys, though.
yeah.
You just say they're nice people.
There's the fake nice guys thing, which is the
Yeah.
whole wee,
Like,
about
let's say
everything.
you were to like.
But then there's a third thing, which is that they are nice, but it's not a crux of their personality. That they can be nice and pleasant to be around, but that's not the only thing going on with them.
I just don't understand why I would be nice to someone unless I wanted them to go out with me. I don't.
Yeah, that's how it
really
feels
get
with a lot
that
of it.
is
Yeah.
the thing.
Because I just remember when Batman leaves, Emmett's comforting Wildstar, but really he's chuffed. He's well chuffed. He's like, Batman's the worst guy I ever met. And then he's sad when Batman shows back up.
I mean, to be fair, again, Batman not particularly
Yeah,
great
but
to the people
he's
around
happy.
him.
Emmett is actively happy that Batman is emotionally neglectful and cold.
Yeah, yeah.
Because it means, oh, I get my chance to slip in here,
So-
which is not. I don't know. It's not. He's not the nicest guy. At least it doesn't feel like the film's saying that's good behaviour to be like a little bitch.
Yeah, so like kind of thinking about their relationship, Emmett and Wildstar, the issue is that there's this whole thing of Batman's such a bad guy, and that's the basis of their relationship, is that she's just dated an arsehole, so she should now date this nice guy and reveal her true personality and stuff. But they have like nothing in common.
Well, Emmett and Wildstar.
Yeah, at least Wildstar and Batman had like music and other tastes in common, and
Yeah.
they like the darker side of things. And
I liked his song.
No parents. Dum, dum, dum. I'm rich. Dum, dum, dum. Kind of makes it better. Dum, dum, dum.
Yeah, so you were saying about Bad Cop.
Yeah, I just like Bad Cop. I'm gonna be honest. I think he makes. I don't know. He doesn't inherently make any good jokes,
He
but like
does.
he does. But
No,
a lot
I like the good one.
a lot of it is.
Hi, buddy.
Do you think his face got like smeared off too early?
Yeah, it's like the
Mate,
third
yeah,
scene he's in.
probably, yeah. I don't know. I like it when they always. I like it when Bad Cop shows up and he's like, "It's the bad guys."
They're like saying wee woo wee
yeah.
Give it up, Master Builder.
Alex went like, oh, we're doing a Film FM Five's the guest. Oh, what films you want to do? And he goes, Lego Movie, and then he goes, "Aye, like that, like
Like the Western shit.
And
They
you
go
go like,
"Aye,
"Aye,
aye,
aye."
aye."
I was like,
Like
why
whenever
did you?
someone turns
That's
up.
the sound bite you associate with a Lego Movie, not
No, it's-
everything is awesome.
Aye, aye,
like,
aye. That's it. Like when like the woman robot shows up with like the minigun.
Yeah, yeah.
Aye, aye, aye.
Yeah, so in my notes, started like questioning, we've got the different roles for the different people. Now, we never actually see a mother figure in the live action
You
portions,
hear her, though.
but I was wondering if the good cop, bad cop was supposed to be the stand-in for the mom.
Lego Movie 2.
I haven't watched it.
I know, but like,
I'm
I
not
haven't
here to
seen it
talk
either.
about
We're not
that.
here to talk about it. We're not here to talk about it because I haven't seen it.
Yeah. I mean, I might watch
Shut
it
your
and then
mouth.
we'll possibly do a second, like a sequel episode on the sequel, maybe,
Maybe.
possibly.
Film FM Lego Movie
Fuck
Part
that.
2, the second part 2, the second part.
Okay.
So, go on. No,
No, you go.
There you go.
No, you
No,
hang
you
up.
go. It's fine.
No,
It's
no,
fine.
no,
It's
this
fine.
is your
No,
episode.
really, you go.
Yeah,
on,
okay,
really,
all
bloody
right.
hell.
What I was going to say is, I do. He also voices his dad, Park Up as well. His parents are frozen later in the film, but I come back to that because I want to talk about Shaq. Shaq is in this movie as
No,
as himself.
But Shaquille O'Neal is in this movie
As
as
Shaq.
Shaq. Very distinct. Are you ready for this? Dun, 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 dun. They were ready for that.
Channing Tatum, Superman. Really, I didn't know.
Yeah.
I thought it had to be someone famous.
This film,
Have you seen who plays Green Lantern?
Oh, I'm gonna find
it's
out
someone
now.
funny, isn't it? This film has almost like I don't want to say it, but like a mimetic humour to
Jonah
it.
Hill, really?
Yeah, it's Jonah
That
Hill.
makes sense,
It's
yeah.
Jonah Hill.
I didn't look that up. I didn't think it was important. I thought I'd leave that one. I do want to talk about the Master Builders, but I'm gonna wait.
No, honest. I think you should now just at this point speed through the cast list just so we can still.
It is insane.
we are
by the
not
way.
finished.
It's insane.
We're not anywhere near finished. There's so many crazy people.
The
just in
last
this.
one I want to talk about is before I go more into the plot is Nick Offerman. He's Metalbeard.
Metalbeard's awesome.
Yeah.
He's really good. in
Metalbeard's
this
awesome.
film. I like his design.
He's so sick.
He's a pirate.
You know, in the real Lego set of him, his chest, if you open it, it's got his organs in.
That's
fucking-
so cool.
That's pretty
yeah.
cool.
It's
What
like
do
a
they- what do
little
they look
rope.
like?
That's
I
amazing.
swear it's like a little heart-shaped, little silver piece, and then like a little, I swear he's got like a red bit in there that's meant to be like his heart. I swear I've seen a review of a Lego set where they flip up the chest and it's got all gubbins in.
I wish I had a literal chest that had my heart in it. That'd be so cool.
What,
Throw
like
it
the
in the
old
bin.
spark, like when Optimus Prime opens up his chest, or like a just separate chest that you'd have, like Davy Jones.
No, like Metalbeard. I want a chest.
Well, like on the front of you.
Yeah.
It feels a bit relevant because like Davy Jones in Pirates of the Caribbean,
Yeah.
he's got his heart in a separate box. So you
Yeah,
can't
literally.
kill him.
Yeah.
That's a good idea.
Yeah, until someone else gets the box and then he's like, oh!
Oh,
Yeah, that's the thing about making these like Horcruxes and like secret things.
Yeah, but
that
he's
are-
got the keys. He's tied it to like his hair or some shit.
yeah, man. Okay, so Emmett, the main character,
Wakes up.
He wakes up, and he's he's going.
second scene of the film.
He
Going
says-
great
40
with
minutes in. 40 minutes in.
They're not trying to make anything political either. There's no political.
No, well,
At the times.
films with politics in them, they're cringe and bad, unless they're my politics.
Which is-
but the Lego movie's good, so
'Cause
they would never.
The
have
Lego
politics
movie and
in
its
it.
anti-capitalist themes are completely amazing, actually.
It's more like,
Which
it's almost
they're-
like anti-government at a certain point.
I know, which is so crazy that they have those themes, but like Lego is a corporation.
Yeah,
Which,
Yeah, but it's like it's
a good
like
point.
it's almost like anti-government at a certain
The
point.
Boys
with, like,
being made
they-
by Amazon.
Yeah, I
He's-
suppose.
There's
Yeah.
a scene where Emmett's like, Octan's great. They make, the coffee. He goes like,
they make the cars,
They
they
make
make the
the
road, they
videos,
make the
the-
buildings,
And then
they
he
make
goes-
our hair
machines.
dye.
yeah. He goes. Then at the end, he goes like,
Oh, wait.
all history books, voting machines,
Wait a minute.
all surveillance systems. Wait a minute. It's like, okay.
No, it's like The Boys being made by Amazon. It's like the whole thing is taking the piss out of like a large corporation, but it's like,
Yep.
well, you
Yeah.
are Amazon. Making jokes about like Vought Plus, like
Yeah.
Disney Plus, but it's like, well, we are watching this on Amazon Prime.
Yeah, I am watching this on Amazon Plus. So
Yeah, Amazon Plus. Yeah.
Amazon Plus.
You know the movie Robots, where it's like an anti-capitalist message, and at the end they
Yes.
solve the problem by replacing the bad capitalist with a new good capitalist.
Well, capitalism is good.
I actually quite like
Yeah,
capitalism.
I know.
I
you
like
do.
capitalism.
I do. It's not a
I think it's
joke.
awesome.
Yeah, I know you do. I know.
But, you know.
It's just
I'm wearing a
interesting.
Coca-Cola jacket. Fuck yeah. Capitalism is
There are
awesome.
actually so many. That's Pepsi.
Yeah, how much
Pepsi.
are they paying you? How
First
much,
of all,
Fuck,
that's
they're not
Pepsi.
paying
how
me
much
at
are they
all.
paying you? Like
They're not paying me at all, which is why I'm
in the
said-
full episode, you're just gonna be like a blur.
Yeah,
Like,
I was
basically.
gonna say you're covered in so many logos. Actually,
You
I didn't even
corporate.
realize.
There's an ADL one on the back, actually.
You
Yeah.
sheep. You.
There's not. There's
Ah.
not.
No, but I see
You-
the
thought you were
Twitter
looking
logo.
like-
I see the Twitter logo.
Yeah, do you know what it says?
No,
Pepsi.
Jeff Gordon Webb.
Pepsi. It just says Pepsi on it.
I was looking at the.
It's
Oh,
Jeff
the one
Gordon
underneath. I
Webb.
think I don't know who that is.
Whose Twitter
It's
is
got
that?
to be something. I don't know, but this is made by an actual company. This is supposed to be a NASCAR jacket, so
It doesn't
It says NASCAR there.
looks fine.
yeah.
Looks fine.
So
There's
If
so
I had a
many
Pepsi
on
shirt,
there.
it'd have Pepsi Man on it.
What do you guys?
Anyway, shall we continue talking about the second scene of the
film.
movie?
What do you guys? This is going to be a editing job. Good
This
luck.
is beautiful.
I'm glad you agreed to edit this.
It's all staying in.
Okay. So what do you
I'm
guys,
adding more in post.
what do you
your
guys,
own opinions.
Can you-
Well, we don't need those.
You cut to me. Hi guys, welcome to the commentary segment.
Okay. God.
not having
I'm
that.
visualizing it
It's
now.
not having that.
So, what do you guys think of Emmett as a character? I think he's okay.
He's wonderful.
Little
I-
loser.
He is a bit of a bitch.
The
I
reason
like
I
it.
brought up Michael Cera earlier, like how I came to the thought process of like what would it be like if he voiced Emmett, was because when I was rewatching it, one of my first thoughts was that Emmett is so much like Alan in the Barbie movie.
Oh shit!
I
yeah.
just think like,
He's just like a loser
but
placeholder.
he's meant to be like placeholder generic.
Yeah.
I think what's his name, the guy you were saying should play him or whatever.
Michael Cera.
Michael Cera. He's too much of a loser. Where it's like he's not generic anymore. You'd
Scott
point,
Pilgrim,
no,
man.
you'd point at him in a crowd and go loser.
Incorrectly.
You're right. You're right that Michael Cera is too much of a loser to play him. But there is also the complete opposite. There's too much of like a cool guy to play him as well. It's like if you had Andy Samberg instead of on the soundtrack, if he was instead voicing Emmett, I would.
Too cool, isn't he?
Yeah, unbelievable. Because I'd
Like,
be
I'd
like,
hang out with Andy Samberg. I wouldn't hang out with Michael
yeah,
Cera.
that guy would not have no friends at work. You know, he'd be cool. People would like him. I feel like Chris Pratt, like as a personality wise, is so much of a nothing. And you've got to keep in mind, he just came up
do
off.
the happy cheery voice.
Yeah, because he just came off of Parks and Rec at the time,
Hmm.
or he was still doing it, where he played that kind of not much of a personality apart from being happy all the time and a bit dumb. So I feel like it was possibly, arguably, a very good casting.
I think it
Yeah,
is
he's already
good.
got
I
the
think
bot
it is-
mentality.
I think it is really good. It's just a shame that now every time they make an animated film, they're like, all right, we're doing a CGI.
Chris Pratt.
Yeah, what film haven't they done yet? The next one they make, they're gonna go like, we're gonna do a CGI.
We're bringing back Tintin,
Yeah,
and
we're
this
doing-
time it's Chris Pratt.
Exactly.
Why didn't they
exactly.
do Chris Pratt to play like Robbie Williams as the monkey? I think that would have fit.
That would have been good.
That would have been good.
Maybe would have actually watched it then.
Yeah,
I
maybe.
watched that shit.
I heard it's good. That's what I heard about the
You
better-
heard wrong.
the
Have
monkey
you-
movie.
Have you seen like the amount of middle-aged British people who are in such defense of the movie, being like, "It sounds fun, it sounds amazing."
Do you know why he
But
made
then-
it a monkey? Do you know why it's a monkey in the movie?
I heard that he did like an interview, and it was
Yeah.
a guy being like, "Oh, you can't be played by any other animal because you're so crazy like that."
Do you know what he said?
No.
That like Pharrell Williams, what's his name? Not Pharrell Williams. That's the Lego one.
Robbie Williams.
Yeah. He said, I wanted the movie to be sad, so I thought a monkey doing drugs would be sad.
Yeah,
That's not sad.
Oh, I'm moving on.
That's fucking
So-
epic.
Get like
that's not sad. That happens in laboratories across the
it's
world.
sad watching pandas kill themselves because they're too stupid to realise rolling off a cliff is a bad idea. Like,
Nah, it's just funny.
yeah.
Wasn't that exact plot thing of like monkeys doing drugs in the CGI Planet of the Apes?
I haven't seen any of the Planet of the Apes films.
You've never seen any Planet?
I've never seen any of the Planet of the Apes films. I've seen the... No, I haven't.
Okay, all right, so we're gonna move on.
So he falls down this hole.
He falls down a hole and he finds the piece of resistance,
A piece
which
of
can
resistance.
supposedly stop the Craggle.
It is It's a fucking lid, basically.
It's a lid for
Yeah.
some glow.
It's a fucking lid.
This they had to make a piece for in the Lego sets. They had to give Emmett a neck brace, and you'd stick the piece on it. It's just a long red Lego.
As soon as he
Yeah.
touches it, he hallucinates and he wakes up, and then it's glued to his back.
Yeah, so this film must have been as easy to make sets for as it was hard to make sets for. Because while there was there's a lot of stuff in this film that's specifically in it so they could make a set out of it. There's also loads of shit like that that's got to be like confused to work around.
Wildstyle arrives to rescue him, and she thinks he's like a cool dude. She calls him Sir, and then she finds out after a pretty cool chase scene that he's actually a useless bitch. Sorry,
He's okay.
Useless bitch.
he's fine. Look. After God gives him a power up, he's fine.
But
That's
up
not
until
how-
then,
That is no God. God. He goes to meet God. No, sorry, not God. Jesus, I guess in this case, Jesus fucking throws him back through a hole, and now he can suddenly fucking masturbate.
He's been around it the whole film. He's had his mind opened by seeing it.
I've been around people playing the piano before. I can't just suddenly play it.
He tried a bit.
God's good. Yeah, I've tried a bit. You have to. You can't just fucking come out of it. He got a God power up. It's fine. It's fine. It happens in anime all the time.
But he couldn't actually masturbate. Like, even in the middle of the film, they're at Cloud Cuckoo Land, and they end up in the water. He makes the fucking double.
yeah, it was
double
an
sofa.
amazing idea.
He
It
makes
saved
so
their
funny.
lives.
He actually builds it. He's making progress. Also, it's not like playing the piano. It's like The Matrix. He's like seeing how it all works. It's literally how it works. They show you in the film. It's literally a parallel to that. All the pieces, they come up. He sees the numbers. He sees how they all fit together.
Yeah, because God helps him. It's
No,
okay. It's fine. It's
no,
fine.
that's how they all do it. They all.
No, yeah, he can just suddenly do it all of a sudden after his visit to God. It's fine.
Not
God
because
helped him.
God didn't give him the ability. Seeing God opened his mind up enough.
It-
that
it
he
Yeah,
can
could
be
there's a
reminded
whole
him.
thing about it.
So he
It's not
can
just like
Yeah, it's not just it's not a superpower.
So it's like Super Saiyan then. Like he's unlocked it.
No, it's not a
no,
superpower.
no, he has kind of unlocked it because it's this idea that it's inherent in all of the subjects,
Yes.
but they've been forced into this kind of routine, no creativity. You
So
can't
it's
even
like Transformers
think for
1 with the
yourself.
cogs.
Yeah, like exactly like Transformers 1 with the cogs.
So
They take their
everyone
cogs out.
can master
do
build,
it.
but they've been taken
And-
away, and he's unlocked it now.
And at the start of the
But
film,
it's within him already.
Yeah, at the start of the film, they
Well, it's kind of like Super Saiyan.
the builders are demolishing everything. No, because not anyone can go Super Saiyan.
It fucking seems like it at this point. Doesn't it? Like,
No, they're demolishing all the buildings of like the old world, like 8 years ago, from before Lord Business took over as President Business.
oh, because they do an 8.5 year time skip.
They do
don't
an 8.5
Yeah.
year time skip at the start of the film, and they're going out and they're destroy anything that looks weird. And he's got the
Yeah.
book, and it's like, report anything that looks weird to the authorities. They've all been conditioned by society to be kind of in the box, if that makes sense. Like
Living in a box.
Living in a cardboard box.
you get what I'm saying though.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the wild style escape scene's pretty good with the bike.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's
pretty
pretty
sick.
cool.
Awesome Lego set as well, and a lot of the Lego sets. In this,
I like how well it was done that she could believably still think that he was a master builder
rather
throughout
than it being
that.
stupid.
Instead of it being like she's doing it all and she's like, whoa, I'm so excited to meet you. Like he just happens to be running into things and accidentally
Figuring
doing
it out,
stuff
yeah. It's basically you're happy it's not all of Cars 2, which is him going,
I'm not a spy.
I'm not a spy. Oh you. Okay, drop him at the plane. He's ready. Like, what the fuck is happening in that film? Like, what is happening in that film? Like, that's nonsense.
Often mentioned off-screen character of Film FM, Jamie Mauser, has once claimed that Cars 2 is his favourite film of all time.
I don't know
This guy does.
You don't want to know this person.
This guy has also accidentally broken into graveyards when he was drunk and swam in fountains. So I would just.
Wasn't he also meant to show up to a Film FM once and he just didn't?
He didn't show up to 3, so
In a row?
well, it was one day. We're doing one shoot for like 3
Yes.
days. Well, not 3. No, we're doing one shoot, 3 episodes, one day, and he didn't turn up because he was supposed to meet his parents the day before, and then the day before that he stayed up all night getting drunk. So then after he met his parents, he had to sleep for like 48 hours or something.
Hibernating.
There was a different situation with the hibernation where he thought that if he didn't have any money and he wasn't getting money to the end of the week and he was starving to death because he spent all his money on alcohol because he's an alcoholic. So his plan was to buy a baguette, eat it and hibernate for a week. And he woke up after I think 18 hours and
Yeah, he
realised
gave
it
up.
wouldn't
No, it was
work.
11 hours.
11 hours.
11 hours. And
It's
he
a
gave
separate story. All
That
separate
is like a
stories.
short sleep for me as well. That's
So-
that's insane.
Well, don't you
to
have
me.
like
Yeah,
medical
you have
problems,
brain
like
problems,
sleep
Sleep
problems,
problems.
like insomnia?
fall
Right?
asleep.
Not insomnia, the opposite of
The
insomnia.
opposite of insomnia.
Narcolepsy.
But the thing that's weird about Jamie's plan to eat a baguette and then hibernate, right, is one, he came up with it in the first place.
Yeah.
And two, he believed that was true,
Until it failed.
but then it failed and he didn't just think, try again. Like he believed that it was possible, but after it didn't work once,
He gave up.
he
He
went
immediately
like,
thought, he was like, yeah,
oh, I
all
guess
right.
he didn't think I could try another 11 hours and just do it in segments. He went like, nah, I can't be. But he was stupid enough to think it would work in the first place.
Yes.
Yeah,
That's
so
what I don't get. Like how the inconsistency in the logic. Like he realized.
it's just because he's an idiot. Whenever Jamie says something, all I can think of is like the SpongeBob air horn, like. That's like all I think about whenever he says anything.
That was a really good impression.
Yeah, it's just terrible.
So, they end up in the Old West, which is a fun little area they spend some time in. I like cowboys. I'm sure everyone does, really. I mean, they're pretty
They're awesome.
cool. She doesn't like him anymore. I like because she's not the special,
Yeah.
actually. I like when she's like throwing him the clothes to get changed into, and she throws a horse at him. That's funny, I think.
Oh yeah.
And they meet Vitruvius in a bar, and in the bar, everyone's just smashing the shit out of each other.
It's just chaos, and
And they're playing Everything Is Awesome
Vitruvius
but
like
on the
ding,
piano.
ding, 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 ding.
We need to come to the soundtrack at some point because like I'm itching to talk about it.
Yeah.
We've been playing the Lego game, and we're on the home screen, like the start screen. Press start to play the game, and I'm like, don't press start. The music's too good.
The rest of the game has like barely any of the music.
Yeah. So what's really weird is like they have. It's one of those licensed games, one of those Rush licensed games. So it's like every cutscene is just a clip from the film ripped, but the audio is like no music in the background and like different sound effects. I think, or at least quieter.
And they've had to blur out some of the
They blur
master
out some of the
builders
master builders and like
because they didn't have the rights to like Michelangelo.
They cut around weird and like they're just it's so
The roster's
it's,
pretty disappointing.
It's an odd experience. Oh yeah, the character selection's really bad.
It's
like
of
you have
the-
like 12 Emmets in different costumes.
of the characters that aren't from the Lego Movie, well, like aren't exclusively from
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
They've got Batman, naturally, Green Lantern, Superman, Wonder Woman, Gandalf, and like the Green Ninja, and that's it. I mean, with the amount of characters that are in that, you'd think like, where's Dumbledore? Where's
Aquaman's in
Michelangelo?
the film. The Flash is in the film. They're not there. Dumbledore's in the film. He's
Where's
not
Shaq?
there.
That's the
Where the
biggest
fuck is
offender.
Shaq?
No,
I want to
Shaq.
play as Shaq.
Not even that, but like
No, I want to play as Shaq.
They
It's
have
not a
the
joke.
rights to like.
Well, why isn't Dumbledore there? It's a Warner Brothers property.
They have Warner Brothers properties, so they could have put Dumbledore there, and they have all the DC characters, but they don't have like Aquaman, even though he's in the film, and the Flash, even though he's in the film. So it's just like there's just clear missing characters.
So they
It's a
enter.
disgrace.
It's a weird
They meet
one.
with Vitruvius and they like enter Emmett's mind with like mind powers that I guess Vitruvius and Wildstar have.
That's such a cool scene though.
It's awesome.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and they his mind is so empty that he's easily, like, you know, in like monks they like go sit down and like do nothing for 40 years so they can like see God through meditation.
Yeah, that's what I do.
Yeah, totally. So the Bastard Builders try to do that so that they can see the man upstairs who's God,
What's God look like?
and then God.
There's like some tentacles like this.
Yeah, so
He
then
doesn't answer.
what Emmett does is the man upstairs, like he makes him appear, and everyone's like, "Oh my god, you did it right away because your mind's so empty." And Vitruvius is like, "You could be a great master builder."
Yeah,
so
come
they
up with
go
something.
to Cloud Cuckoo Land,
You know, they say come up with something that
the
you
double
want to.
decker.
You want a
He
master
comes up
build,
with
and he
the
comes up with
double-decker
a double
couch,
decker couch.
which
And
is
of course they
the
have
worst.
they have the joke, obviously, Wild Style, because she's already like turned off on him. She goes like, "That's a terrible idea," and he's like, "Please, Wild Style, let me." That's the worst idea I've ever heard.
That always reminded me of the first episode of Don't Hug Me, I'm Scared.
Go on.
Green is not a creative
Yeah,
colour.
they're like, that's
it's
not
like you can be
creative.
creative, but not that,
Yeah,
not
but
that
Green is
way.
the
But
best
it's just
colour,
the
quite
idea that
frankly.
Yeah, I have to agree.
Vitruvius is this wise old sage, and he's creative and he's in charge, and
Yeah.
he's been defending Emmett. So you're thinking now he's going to say, "No, that's something that shows he can make something," and then Vitruvius is like, "No, it's just actually logically that's awful. That's like if he's just being truthful, he just thinks it's a bad idea."
Are there double decker couches?
No, because
No,
what
it's
if
a
you were
bad idea.
sitting in the middle, like at the top? How would you even get down? And what if you're at the bottom? You'd like there'd be feet dangling.
There'd be feet
you'd be like,
dangling.
it's a terrible
How would
idea.
you get down?
Just needs to be bigger.
Also, what if I feel like with a bunk bed, the top bunk, it's not heavy. It's like some planks of wood with a mattress. But it's some planks of wood with a mattress on. Beds aren't that heavy, really, except for the bit that's metal to weigh it to the ground.
Yeah.
So the top half of a bunk bed is not that heavy. A sofa is very heavy.
Yeah,
So the top half of the sofa.
Right, yeah.
So let's say your bunk bed breaks and you fall through onto the next guy. Ow, that hurts a bit. I've got bruises. Let's say if the sofa breaks, that is that's
position.
a sofa with a human burger patty in the middle.
Yeah, the position as well, because you're sat
good.
up, so it would land directly on your head.
It would fucking kill you instantly if it broke. If a bunk bed broke, some planks of wood fall on you. Yes, you are injured. If the double-decker couch, if it broke and the couch fell on you, it would just be like 2 sofas leaking red.
I'm down for death by double-decker.
Yeah,
sofa,
it'd just be like red pouring out of 2 sofas.
Sandwich.
The escape scene from Bad Cop's also really good.
It's awesome.
Oh yeah, alligators are police alligators.
Yeah, so many tiny little details.
And they're on the top of a train, and he's chasing them, and his car's just like jumping from each.
It just hops.
One just hopping over
So
the
funny.
next carriage, which is good. And then he gets like thrown off, and then he like pushes a button, and his car becomes like a flying car.
The animation on the master building and the effects and stuff are just so like satisfying. And it's so impressive to watch them just go like.
They're saved by Batman, who's in this movie, as you may or may not know, because we've mentioned it like 8 times. Don't flick him. I like Batman. He's good in this movie. He's cool. He's a cool, epic guy. He's probably better in his own film.
Oh yeah, he absolutely
definitely.
is. But I'm so glad it's still the same character.
Batman.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
I mean, in this one, he's a little bit. He's just a piss take of Batman, really. He's
Yeah,
like
but he is also in his own film. I like that it wasn't, this Lego Batman is kind
one.
and caring and only cares about justice, and this Lego Batman is a dick to his girlfriend.
Yeah.
He's like real Batman.
It's interesting that there's
dick to his
2 Lego
girlfriend.
Batmans, because there's the ones from the Lego Batman games, who's also in Lego Dimensions, and the
one from the movie,
and
then they meet each other
and
in
then
Lego
they meet
Dimensions.
each other in Lego Dimensions. The 2 Batman.
They do not like each other.
They get into an argument.
So anyway, Batman takes them to Cloud Cuckoo Land, which he doesn't like, as previously mentioned. We meet Unikitty, who you talked about how she was built. There's quite a lot of master builders here.
Michelangelo.
Yeah, there's 2 Michelangelo. There's the painter Michelangelo.
Yeah.
And there's the Ninja Turtle Michelangelo. There's a bunch of real people like Michelangelo and Shakespeare.
Abraham Lincoln in a flying chair.
In a flying chair.
Yep.
Cleopatra is one. I'm trying to think if there's any more real people. I can't remember. There's also Superman and Green Lantern. And Green Lantern really doesn't. He's a big fan of Superman, and Superman hates him because it's a joke about the Green Lantern live action film.
He's not
which was
really
bad,
Green Lantern.
which I think was when that film come out, man. Like, how long ago was that?
Oh God, I feel like that
I
was
never got
2012.
that because I never knew about the live action Green Lantern. I never.
No, when I was younger, I didn't get it. I didn't get why.
Yeah,
I
get
didn't
it when
understand. I
yeah.
was like, why is Green Lantern like lame now? Shouldn't this be Aquaman? Like if they want to do
It
that
was
joke.
3 years before, so I guess I get it. But I didn't think it was that funny. But
it's not funny.
It's okay.
It's fine. But obviously, though, they could have done something a lot better with having the Superman there and like the other guys. But whatever.
Wonder Woman's there as well.
I love the
Yeah.
joke. I love the joke where it's like to the Batmobile, and they blow up the Batmobile.
Oh yeah.
And then she just shows up and says to the invisible jet, and it's the same shot, played exactly the same, but without the Batmobile. It's the only difference.
Yeah.
It's literally such a pew pew pew.
Yeah, Wonder Woman's there as well. She's voiced by Kobe Smulders. I guess you're saying.
Yes, How I Met Your Mother.
Yes. And then Gandalf and Dumbledore are next to each other. Dumbledore's got a really high pitched voice in this. I'm not too
I
sure
don't know
why.
what the joke is.
Look, they're just similar.
You
so
know when
except together.
Emmett like fucks up the speech, like
Yeah.
Gandalf like chucks his staff at him,
Yeah.
which is really funny. But then like Dumbledore chucks his wand at him, which is even funnier.
'Cause it's the elder one.
It's like
Yeah.
one of the most important things in like
The
that
Harry Potter
universe.
universe.
You're just like, fuck you.
They've also got, like-
Eat shit in my wand.
They've got a creature in the Black Lagoon as well. They've got like a nice vampire, as they put it.
The
He's not just a
creature-
vampire.
The creature of the Black Lagoon is the only character in the Lego game that can put out Lego fires.
They got some
Fuck yeah.
generic ones like a magician. They got a mermaid. Millhouse.
Yeah,
Yes.
Millhouse.
I
Yes.
love Millhouse being there.
I remember watching that and thinking, why of all of the Simpson characters
the
is it
joke.
Millhouse?
That's what makes it so funny. Because if it was Homer, it would be like, oh, Homer's there because he's a famous character.
Yeah.
But then you would also think, why is this middle-aged, like, random family guy a master builder?
But it's not even Bart or Lisa or something.
They embrace that joke by making it someone no one literally does give a fuck about in real life, by making it Millhouse. So then it's like, why is this random kid here?
It makes sense why he would be in the bin of spare parts.
Yeah, no one wants
It's just
him,
all coming at Millhouse. What can I say?
Everything's coming up Millhouse.
Who else they got? They got the Green Ninja because I guess
Alf.
the kid at the time would have wanted to have the Green Ninja back when he was advertised as the coolest one.
Fuck yeah.
So
But they don't have any of the other Lego Ninjago.
Ninjago. Yeah, but like that's what when the Green Ninja came into that show, the whole marketing push for that season was who is going to be the Green Ninja. So he was the coolest one. So I understand why the kid outside in universe would want Lloyd.
I had a Ninjago temple when I was younger that I made, and I made the set with my brother, and we spent like all night making it, and then 3 days later, my younger cousins came to the house, and I made it like explicitly obvious that like that was like not to be touched. So obviously because they're like little shit faces, I decided to go upstairs into my room, and then one of them came upstairs and they were like, the other one just broke your Lego. And then that was it. I hate those people now. They ruined it 3 days after I bought that and made it. It took me ages 3 days after. Can you believe that shit?
How old are they now?
I don't give a fuck.
I was going to say, are they like,
Nah, they're like...
are they like 15, 16-year-olds that you still hate for something they did when they were tiny?
Fuck yeah.
They deserve it.
Fuck yeah.
I remember hearing a story once that like my granddad got.
This is a long episode. Is this a tangent? 'Cause
Yeah.
you're going to have to not then.
Never mind.
Okay. Also, Shaq. I keep mentioning Shaq. They got
Yep.
Shaq in there.
Yep.
So good. They got the NBA All-Stars, man. Was it 2002?
It's 2002 NBA All Stars. Yeah.
Yes! Yes. So, but Cuckoo Land is attacked and they need to escape, but it's okay because it's game time. And they played...
Yeah, we did that.
But it wasn't game time.
No.
They get Shaq.
Nope, it was not going to.
I swear, when they arrest them later on, Lord Business refers to him as like, he's like, it's nice to see you,
Mr.
Superman,
Yeah.
Wonder Woman, Mr. Shaquille O'Neal. It's really funny. So they put all
Full
ones
name.
that they capture in the think tank, which is where they strap them all up to machines on their heads and they make them come
Take
up.
their
They
creativity.
take their creativity to make stuff.
Yeah, and if you're a uni student, you can actually go there for free on Wednesdays. Got the
True.
minifigures
Facts.
locked up.
Put a nice
but-
jacket on as well.
Sorry?
Put
Yeah.
a good flight jacket on as well. for free.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought you were going to make a joke about like, oh, if you're a uni student,
They
you
won't
just
want you.
have to...
Well, no, if you're a uni student, you can go there and see all the prisoners on Wednesdays.
And then they steal your creativity.
Yeah.
The building next to us has a place called the Think Tank. You can get in there for free on Wednesdays.
Oh, I
you're a
know.
uni
Yeah, okay. Okay. I was
Sorry,
like-
dumbass. You should have known that.
Yeah.
Jesus.
I know what the think tank is. I just didn't make the connection that it's right
Between-
there.
Yeah, it's right there.
It's
yeah.
literally
Oh, okay.
So they escape Cloud Cuckoo Land in a submarine. Benny joins them. They've got Benny, Unikitty, Batman, Wildstar, Vitruvius, Emmett. They'll build a nice sub together. Emmett builds the double-decker couch, and they escape. They hide in it after they get blown up, and that's what saves them.
Unikitty cries because Cloud Cuckoo Land has been destroyed, which
And
is
I was
actually
like-
kind of sad.
Yeah, and I was sad for her, and then I realised she's been in like 2 scenes. I was like, wow.
But that's how
This
good.
is-
That's how
this
good
is
of
a
the
really
character.
quick
Yeah,
first
yeah,
movie
Very
yeah.
film.
effective,
Oh, yeah,
right?
yeah.
Because I was like, damn, I'm kind of choking up right now, and like
She's
I was
only
a
been
bit-
nice and helpful, and then you
She's-
see
I
her
was- I was
choking
up over that.
destroyed.
I was a bit upset. I wasn't like weeping like Unikitty's.
Yes, they meet Metalbeard. They need to get a hyperdrive for their ship. They're going to build a ship that's exactly like the Octan ones, so they can break in to his place and to Lord Business's place, and put the piece of resistance on the Craggle. But they need a hyperdrive. Thankfully, the Millennium Falcon turns up, which is amazing.
Yeah.
I always forget. And Billy D. Williams actually plays Lando because he'll play Lando in anything.
And
Anthony Daniels plays C-3PO because he's him in everything. I'm convinced C-3PO is only in that scene because they knew they could get Anthony Daniels back.
because he
Yeah.
just pops at the bottom, and Anthony Daniels is him in literally
Everything.
Like,
I don't think there's an
like-
appearance of
like-
C-3PO without Anthony Daniels'
like
voice.
every cartoon show, every game cameo,
Lego
everything.
game.
He just. I think he like. I heard he's like. He thinks like he's the only guy who can do it. which isn't like bad to say, but it's like.
Well, so far, yeah, he's the only
Yeah,
guy.
he is now. Yeah, he's proven it, hasn't he?
Good on him.
He's
I met
got
him
his
once. He was alright.
Cool.
So Batman, he runs off to go and get the hyperdrive, but he's acting like he's ran off so that he can. He's acting like he's not going to come back so that he can steal it. And then Emmett's like, I never actually Batman kind of sucks, so it's kind of a good thing actually. So he can get with Wildstar. Great bloke.
Yeah, wonderful man.
Awesome guy. Well done, Emmett. But Batman soon returns, and they set up a plan. They send to distract Lord Business. They send Bruce Wayne and Business Kitty in there to distract him and be like, where's the speakers on the Doomsday weapon? And Lord Business is like, well, I've got to get speakers.
Yeah.
And delays them for a bit. And they send...
I love Business Kitty.
You like Business Kitty?
Yeah.
Business. Is this working?
Yes.
Yes.
That's one of my
Because
favourites.
she's like jumping on the table, just saying
Yeah.
business.
Yeah.
So they get Metalbeard to go in with Benny to try and get the communications to trying to get the lasers turned off. It's guarding the Crackle. They've got a whole team going on here.
In this sequence, there is a moment in which Metalbeard turns into a photocopier, and the robots find it humorous to print pictures of their buttocks from him, and so he states, "Wrong number, like 5 of the sea. Never place ye rear end on a pirate's face." Apparently, all 5 of those rules, you can see them, and like the other, like all the others are broken in the film at some point.
I see.
Or like he abides by them, or they're broken.
So either they. Okay.
So one's like always abandon a lost cause, which he does with Emmett. One's like never wear a dress on Tuesdays, and apparently when they say it's Taco Tuesday, you can see people wearing dresses, which is so oddly specific. I don't know how anyone linked a connection. And then the other one is don't summon the Kraken, which they don't do. So
Why would you want to summon the Kraken?
It's actually expertly thought out.
As is the rest
How
of
amazing.
this movie.
Okay. Anyway, so they do more like Emmett's like, oh, I want to know the real you, Wildstar. Batman doesn't get you or whatever, which is great and not at all annoying to me. I just know people. I've just known people like
They
it.
think they're like him.
I've just known people who are like, oh, you should, like talking shit on like someone's like current partner for no
Casually.
just casually,
like, yeah.
and not out of any like real like
Hatred. Or
not
just,
out of any like real he's a
valid.
bad bloke, but like
Yeah, it's
Nothing
you
out
would
of,
get
it's
with
out of
them.
no actual reason. It's a I want to be with you, not that
So I'm
person.
going to
Yeah.
put down someone.
And there are problems with Batman in this film, so it's not like that's invalid. I think it just reminded me too much of that. So maybe it's just a problem with like I don't know the people I've hung out with before. I don't know.
It's just a bit tropey.
Yeah, it's a bit.
It's not too much of the film, but there is a bit in the middle of the film where it's like, okay, it's cool that Batman's here, and it's funny that Wildstar is his girlfriend, because like he's a character we already know of, and she's originally made for this movie, which is funny. But then what you don't realise instantly is like this is turning into a love triangle now.
Yeah, and they're gonna hold hands, and like Batman turns up. And she's
awkward.
And she's never told Batman her name, but within like a day of meeting him, she's like, "Oh, it's my real name, by the way." So she trusts him within a couple hours of meeting him, I guess. So.
And that's like at a point where they are in perilous danger.
Yeah.
And it's like if your relationship is built on who you leaned on in perilous danger, oof.
Right.
So like I'm saying, like after this movie happens, I swear to God, they're gonna realize they have nothing in common and break up.
We gotta watch the second
You
one.
should
We
watch
gotta
the
find
second
out.
one. You should watch the second one.
I bet she like runs off to space or something, and he's got to go like find. No, is that not what that's about? I thought I saw a trailer in like 2019. I thought she goes to space with like an alien, and he's like trying to find her. Are they going to space together?
They kind of all go to space.
They all go to space.
They kind of
All
all
go
go
to
to
space.
space on a movie.
Okay.
Is it still the same cast?
It's still the whole same cast.
Oh shit.
Okay.
What is space?
Who's
Just like
not
the
in
kitchen,
it?
the living room.
Vitruvius isn't in it, and President Business isn't really in it.
Well,
That's it.
Vitruvius. Okay,
But those
so
are like some of the best parts.
So
Yeah, they are some of the best characters.
the reason Vitruvius isn't in it is that after the plan fails,
Hang on, this scene is so good.
they try. He like call Lord I can't speak apparently. Lord Business like calls Vitruvius old, and he pulls out like a Zimmer frame and kills like 30
Yeah,
dudes.
It's like
with it
it's the
by
coolest
himself.
scene ever, and there's like a shot where he's like cutting them all off at the legs with his Zimmer frame, and like
They're, like,
the camera's
following it,
like
he's, like,
tracking the Zimmer
staring.
frame. It's not the most badass shot of the Zimmer frame
And then
ever.
he's immediately decapitated.
What does he actually say? I'm not old. I prefer experienced.
Yeah,
and
then
then
he
he starts
yeah.
killing.
And also, like, they're like metal robots. It's like metal skeleton robots. That's got to be hard to like physically.
He's got, like,
take on.
blah,
He's got quite the strength
To be
him.
fair,
He's got a titanium Zimmer
He
frame.
is the
Like,
best
yeah.
character in this film. He's just so good. He's so good.
to be fair though, whenever the Prime Minister shows up, he immediately like gets just like swatted out every time. Like at the beginning of the film where he starts like saying everything I can see I can build, he just gets shot in the face.
Can I just say, Vitruvius was caught off guard. I'm going to defend him. Opening scene, they go through the door, they blast him with a laser. That's not.
No, he's ready to go. He's like,
He
I'm
was
ready
ready
for
to go.
this.
He
and
does the
then
whole
he
thing
gets
and
hit
he's
in the
like,
eye.
I can, I'm a
Yeah,
master
but-
builder. I can
No,
see
he
everything
lost
and he's
that fight-
prepared.
lost that
And then he
fight,
just gets
man.
shot in
that
the
was
face.
a one-on-one.
That-
He lost.
They're shooting
It
between
wasn't-
the eyes.
Okay. I'm just saying, like, that's a giant laser. It's not like of their
It
world.
actually just doesn't count.
It's
build
not a
his
Lego
strength,
laser.
build
It's like a
whatever he
real.
wants.
It's
He's
like
a
a.
master builder.
It's not a Lego laser. It's like a real pet. It's like a laser pen from real life.
Who gives a fuck?
Some gun defeats Superman in this movie,
yeah, I don't
and
care,
a laser
who
pen
cares?
can't defeat like Vitruvius.
No, it can.
The
but, like,
entire
that's the
plot
argument. He
revolves
lost,
around
like,
some crazy glue.
yeah,
Yeah,
it's fine,
the most
but
powerful things in this world are the things that are like not Lego, obviously, because they're like real things that
Because they're
that are
like
more
not
solid
of this
than
world.
No,
What-
yeah,
they're
totally.
not of this
look,
world.
look, so law of business, he's got prep time, he's come and he's got this stuff. It's not his fault that Vitruvius could have gone and got some, couldn't he?
No, he couldn't.
He couldn't
'Cause
find
he's
any
not
of
the
it.
man upstairs.
He's got. Hold on a minute. In the first part of the scene, he's got the Craggle in the box behind him.
Yeah, he has
He
the-
doesn't
you
want to
fucking-
use
he
it.
has the
He
Craggle.
has.
Well, that's his own fucking
be
problem.
his
isn't it?
dignity, his honour. He wouldn't use the Craggle. It would be just as bad as Lord Business.
Fuck you.
No, he would not if he froze Lord Business exclusively and stopped him from trying to
I mean-
destroy the world on Taco Tuesday.
I was about to say,
He
Jesus.
does have like upstairs objects because of his staff.
Yeah, but
He's holding an upstairs object in his fucking hands.
I assume he stole that from Lord
Oh,
Business.
if he stole it, it doesn't count.
But why would
Like-
he steal a staff of all things from Lord Business and not do anything with it apart from use it to walk with?
tasty lollipop.
Yeah, maybe he should have
You
fucking
discredited.
thought of a better use for it.
Okay,
The
what
fucking
was I
idiot,
saying?
shouldn't
Also, he gets his head taken off by Penny.
he? Yeah.
So,
Also, they call the sword that he removes Emmett's the piece of resistance with. He calls it the sword of exact zero, which I think is
Exact
pretty raw.
Yeah, it's
knife.
pretty cool.
It's an exacto
Yeah.
knife.
Yeah,
It's an exacto knife. Yeah.
There's
fun.
just
Stanley
so
knife.
many little jokes like
There's
that. That's
so many
good.
tiny little jokes. Like I keep thinking of the one where he just chucks the birds out the window. Like he just, I'm gonna send them to the internet cafe. He just picks up two birds, he just chucks them out the window, and they just drop. They just drop.
but
This is an embarrassing like fight. I just watched him like try and fight Lord Business. He got curb
He gets
stomped,
one.
He
man.
he does get
gets-
curved.
He doesn't even do it. One of his soldiers does it. He got bodied, man.
He did
Yeah.
get bodied.
Vitruvius needs to step up his game, man.
But-
He's just not as strong as him. I'm sorry. Vitruvius tells him as he
Disappointing.
dies that the prophecy was made up. He made it up. So
And
that's more likable because one of my least favorite tropes, other than like lovable loser, dates like
love
cool
triangle.
girl and love triangle, is prophecies. Hate prophecies. Can't stand them.
Yeah.
To be
So
fair,
this one isn't real, so that's totally cool.
to be fair,
Awesome.
Prime Minister Business did call it at the beginning. He was like, you made that
Made
up.
and
That's-
he's
you made that
literally
up.
made it up.
That's
Yeah.
part of what makes it so like instead of it being like dissatisfying, like oh, it was just made up. It's like at the start you think like he did just say it was.
Yeah,
made
Yeah,
up.
he
yeah,
said
like
it.
it
He
makes
called
sense
it,
this
bro.
whole time
Oh, that's
because
a
the whole
great-
time you're doubting
yeah.
it and going, "There's no way this guy is actually."
Yeah,
And
yeah.
and there's so many things as well where it's like, "Oh, this is your destiny," and you look at the character and you're like, I mean, it doesn't seem like it, but you know he's going to end up there in the end. And this was the one film that I feel like I've watched where I genuinely was doubting the whole time whether or not he would actually make it.
Yeah,
Because I didn't know whether
well,
or not the prophecy was real. The whole time I was genuinely thinking, this dude cannot do that.
He is different from everyone else though because he is such a blank slate.
Yeah.
Because like David likes hot dogs. That's a thing.
Oh
that
yeah,
he
all of
had.
his co-workers. When Matt Badcop arrests him, they asked all of his co-workers what he's like, and they talk shit on him.
Yeah.
And they're not even just like, oh, I don't really know him, but he seems okay. They're like, no, that guy's boring. He's got nothing about him. You know,
Yeah.
that guy likes sausages.
This is what I'm saying. If Andy Samberg voiced
You wouldn't
Emmett,
believe it. He's too
they
interesting.
wouldn't say that about him.
They'd say like.
They'd say,
yeah.
"I love that guy. We got
Yeah.
so hammered last
Who
weekend."
was the other guy you said, Michael Cera?
Well, if Michael Cera was
as
there,
like the opposite. Like there's
he's
a loser
too
Emmett.
much of a loser.
Yeah.
isn't he?
Like they would go
Loser Emmett, cool Emmett.
If that was
Chris Pratt is
him,
the
they'd
middle.
go like, oh him, he's a loser. Like
Yeah.
actively, I think that he sucks.
But they would actually know who he was enough
yeah,
to
exactly.
go.
Yeah,
Whereas
yeah.
Emmett is
Certified.
actually unique because he's like the most generic. Like he's the only character in the film other than Benny, I think, that has like the default
Which, like,
Lego figure face.
He's sad about, but
What did
the
they say?
very start of the movie, he would have been happy to be the most generic.
Yes.
When they are looking for him, they say the robots say they can't find him because his face matches everyone else on their database.
Yeah, it's clever.
So even like the surfer guy that he's like neighbours with, like talks shit on him. He's like,
He's
I don't
like,
even know him.
I mean, I
bruh."
guess I know him. Like I talked
And he's
to
like,
him,
I
but like
spoke to you this morning.
And the
I guess I
coffee
spoke to
guy
him.
who charges them overpriced coffee. So Emmett kills himself to save everyone. He like throws himself off a building to like get the battery off that's powering the think tank. It's gonna explode. He also Lord Business leaves bad cop there to dive. So Dick Mubra, he's like your top guy,
Prick, I was about to say. I don't really understand why he did that.
just to be a dick. He goes like, it's just business, Lord Business, which I thought went pretty hard.
Yeah, it was cool, but there was like no reason.
No, he's just being.
No,
a
there
dick.
was like not even close to a
he
reason.
He froze his fucking family earlier.
Yeah,
Like,
and
and he stuck by him.
yeah.
Yeah, I don't know why.
He killed his brother. He actually killed
It's
his
'cause
brother.
He did. He
bad
killed his
cop.
other half,
Yeah.
didn't they? Although they do
Bad cop.
they do bring him back though. They draw a scribbly face on to bring back good
Yeah.
cop. He comes
And
back.
that's like a good character design as well, because you're like, oh, he is like all put together, and I lost what I was saying with that, but
Yeah,
I
he's
just
the-
like the
he's a
design of it.
double-sided
I like the
minifigure,
design
which
of
is
it.
cool, like-
The double-sided minifigure being used to create the. Also, can I say something this film gave us?
What?
Double molded Lego hair pieces, because Emmett's head, they wanted him to have hair and wear a helmet without having to take his hair off. Typically in a Lego set, if a character has hair and a hat, they just give you both and you just have to pick. Like with Gandalf, you always notice he's bald if he's got his hair, like if he's got his hat on. With Emmett, they molded the hat to the hair, so that was never done before. So
They do that now, don't they? They got like a
They do it all the time now. They do it all the time.
Revolutionary.
Yeah, it is though. Like, thank God.
Like, to be real though, why were they not doing that before?
That's what I'm saying.
So-
Well, money. It costs more to dual mold things.
All right, so they send like a message out on TV like we should revolt
Yeah.
against Lord Business because he's come to town and he's like freezing everyone, and all the regular people start to revolt and build their own.
She realizes that, like, you know, if only there were more Emmets in the world, and to get everyone's an Emmet, it shows we can inspire everyone to be a
Oh
master
wait,
builder.
that guy is boring. Everyone's just like him.
Yeah. No, but actually, what's funny is it takes everybody else way less time to figure it out than he does.
Yeah.
Because like the
Within
coffee shop
5
got
minutes, the coffee
the
guy.
coffee shop got up.
And he's a
like
dick as
blowing
well.
shit up with his
He's a
fucking
bad bloke.
Yeah. The fucking
The fireman's built a mech within
the
10
garbage
minutes.
man who literally drives around and puts garbage in the back of the bin. He's like with chompers. Like
They
these
got
are
the
all
garbage
Legos.
men, by the way.
Huh?
They take my garbage out.
Yeah, that like, but
They keep the world going.
Yeah, I know they're good, but like this guy could now build like a death machine. Like,
Well, I mean, it's basically one anyway. If I chucked you in the back of the
yeah, you're
garbage
right.
thing.
Yeah, he just put the bit on the back on the front. We're giving him too much credit.
No, it flies. He figured out how flight works.
Yeah,
10 minutes, man.
yeah,
That's what I'm saying.
yeah.
Okay,
But
so
those are all like Lego sets.
Benny finally gets to build a spaceship because the whole film they've been denying him the opportunity to build one. He finally gets to build his spaceship, but he's so happy. I'm pretty happy for him.
I standout moment.
Yeah.
I like
possibly my favorite. Like, I've probably said this 3 times. Possibly my favorite part of the entire movie.
I like when Emmett when they're reading when Wildstar's communication is going out and like you go to the Wild West and they can just hear it on like what's one of those old timey like vinyl players? What are they called? You know, the really old ones with the big gold thing.
Gramophone.
Yeah.
Gramophone, yeah. And then in the
Medieval one, it's
the
just a
medieval
guy
one,
out
he's
with
reading a scroll.
Scroll.
That was funny. And they show you that all the stuff that people have been building. They got Samurai X from Ninjago as one of them, which is cool. Like on one of the screens. But one guy has built. He is on his horse, and they built a giant horse that they are riding on.
Oh, it's just
Yeah.
like the Trojans.
Yeah, no, it's like
It's a real horse.
I
Oh,
suppose,
it's
like, but it's like a real horse, like a I don't know. I don't even know. It's only there for one
Are these
shot.
all on the screens?
No, this one I think is.
Oh, this one's in the house.
It's might be on the screens. I don't know.
It's both, I think. All those screens.
I don't think it's a wooden horse because it's doing the same pose as the horse. Like
Yeah,
it's
it is.
like that. I don't know. Maybe he's brought life to it. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I
what
think
this
so.
guy
I think
is
that's implicated.
able to do.
Sentient giant horse.
Speaking of life, so they go. Emmett meets God. He meets he meets his he meets the son of God. He meets the boy of the man upstairs. The man upstairs is God. Like for
Of their realm,
of
yeah,
their realm.
yeah, totally.
So that would make him his
Little baby Jesus.
Little baby Jesus. He meets little baby Jesus, and he's talking to Emmett like he recognises him, and he gives him the piece of resistance. And his
12-year-old Jesus.
So, yeah, well, Jesus was 12 at a certain point.
Yeah, but
wasn't
what
he?
was he doing?
When are they going to
Carpentry.
crucify him?
Carpentry?
So he
Well,
was
they're not gonna
building-
crucify
he
him.
They're
was
not going to crucify the
No,
child.
they're not.
He was
This
building.
is what it's about.
So Emmett moves during this scene.
I'm glad because I was like, when you get to this point in the film for the first time, you're worried like, is the whole film made up?
So is the man upstairs
Yeah.
created life then?
Yeah,
Through
no,
his-
they're all just alive.
No, because he's got
Was that
no
Toy Story?
creativity.
The kids-
The life
the
has
kids
been
get-
created by
So the kid is actually
Yeah,
so
because it's
Creative.
his creativity.
the Lego
believes-
figures
Yeah.
are actually alive.
It's alive, yeah.
Like Toy Story.
But they
Yeah.
exist in their own realm where like they wouldn't be able to like see the rest of the human world. They live in their kind of.
I really liked. It's like if like an ant to a man kind of situation, or like a whole different dimension.
Well, just yeah, you
like
would.
a Mr. Mix
Well,
like,
we're what are we? Third dimension creatures.
Yeah,
Like
like-
we can't just see into the fourth dimension right now. It's like
fifth. Like,
Oh,
Watch
and,
me.
like the Legos can.
the
Fucking watch-
Legos can't. Like, the Legos can't see into our human world the same way we can't see into like the eighth dimension.
I don't know. They're seeing shit. We aren't.
Like what?
Like when he goes through the wormhole, he's going.
That's just a
That
tube.
wasn't actually
That's just a tube. Like so.
Yeah,
it-
it's just a tube,
so
buddy.
in
it's
that
just a
scene-
tube, but it's just
It's just a
embarrassing,
tube.
really.
Well, because in
I
their
don't
world,
remember
they're
that.
seeing it through the limited scope of what the kid imagines,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
But in the real world, of course, there's this whole room around, but they can't see that because
It's dark. It's a dark abyss, isn't it?
it's a dark abyss to them, and it's like they can't see outside of their own dimension, their own brain is capable of, except for Emmett.
Do the micromanagers exist?
No.
They don't. I didn't think
They're
they did.
little black cubes that he's built that he's imagining are that big. And in the sequence where his dad's rebuilding all the Lego,
That's
it's
the
him,
micromanagers.
it's him.
I really like that scene where
Yeah.
the micromanagers are like
rebuilding everyone,
they're
gluing
rebuilding
them.
everything, and you see it from his perspective. It's
And
like
he's just, like,
he's a god. He's a god. They can't do shit
and he
against
breaks
him.
a few of them, and he kind of has this moment where he's like, seeing how much there is, and he's like, "You built all this," and I'm like, "Yeah, this building one Lego set that's decently big can take an
This kid should
afternoon."
get a job at
Fucking
Lego.
ages.
How many weeks has this dad been on like a business trip that this kid has just like terraformed? I'd be pissed off if that was my Lego.
Only had to
I'd
have
start
been
a
on a
punch
business
off.
trip. You'd notice otherwise. If he cares about it that much, he would have
Yeah.
been going down
Because
multiple
that has
times a
got
day.
there's got to be weeks.
Yeah.
Like has he just got home from work or has he been on a business trip? Because if he's just been home from work, that doesn't make any fucking sense. Because he is like, just building Metal Beard is an afternoon's work, I
But
think.
I
And
s-
he's shit.
The mum and dad were separated for a few months.
I
and
still
they just
hate my.
It's been a rough, yeah.
So, Faith, what do you think the scenes in the real world are all about then? What would you say?
I'd say the real world.
Emmett like sees the real world. He like goes up a
Yeah.
dimension. He becomes like that's like a human becoming like a fifth dimensional being.
He ascended.
Maybe the Lego were real, and when Emmett did that, it was essentially our equivalent of taking a really, really bad DMT trip
Yeah.
and going, oh, I see the next dimension's creatures.
I meant
Yeah.
more from like a thematic level, like what
Yeah.
was the real world
I think-
about? Like,
I don't think
what
we
is the
need-
film about? The kid and his dad. Why is that?
Honestly, it's such like it's a very heartwarming story actually.
It is.
And I like all the parallels between, you know, what's actually going on in the real world and how it translates over into the Lego, both in like the little things like the micromanagers and overall story arcs. And that kind of idea of like creativity being stripped away and trying to bring it back, and the loss of innocence and creativity as you get older, that his dad can't even imagine using Legos as they are intended.
Yeah.
Is crazy, but it's like such an interesting thing to go on, because I always
It's
wonder
an
like when the
interlocking
writer.
brick system. It's not a toy.
Yeah.
The way he uses them, they're an interlocking construction brick system.
Yeah, but I wonder about the writers and stuff when they actually like came up with the idea.
But
Were they like, oh,
they said that they
Kids.
didn't view Lego as a product when making the film, but tried to view it as a tool for creativity, like something that you would use to be creative.
yeah. So speaking of the creators, I wanted to mention that the directors, producers, and writers were Philip A. Lord and Christopher Robert Miller. There's obviously more producers and stuff, but anyway, so they did the Lego movie, then they did Lego Batman movie, then they did the Lego Ninjago movie.
They didn't direct all of them, did they?
They're producers and writers.
Yeah, okay. Have you noticed that every Lego movie...
The Lego Movie 2, the second part, and then they're also known for work on all of the Spider-Verse movies.
Yeah.
As 21
producers.
Jump Street, 22 Jump Street, Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs, and Clone High.
Yeah, they did do Clone High.
Yeah.
As well
But
as a
I
Clone
wanted
High,
to-
Billboard and Spider-Verse.
I wanted to bring up specifically 21 Jump Street. It's just like a weird kind of cast and crew connection here.
Oh, they got a similar cast.
R.I.P. my boy, Kanye.
What?
What?
Just saying R.I.P. Kanye.
What, because he lost his mind?
Actually, no. Wait, it saved him, didn't it?
How's he relevant?
Because it's 21 Jump Street saved him.
Oh,
He watched
Oh,
it.
yeah, it saved him. Because he used to be, he used to have problematic viewpoints.
He used to be a
before
legend,
watching
and
that.
now he isn't.
Well, he still has some problematic views.
What makes you say that? He tweeted the word shalom earlier. It's
Oh,
fine.
it's fine. We
It's
forgive
fine.
him.
Well,
forgive
well,
Kanye.
he's addicted to nitrous, and his doctor
Who isn't?
sent him a message saying, we need to get nitrous legalized and make it go wide scale. Someone then responded in their group chat that nitrous has like a bunch of drawbacks and that it would influence society badly, including one of the drawbacks is it disintegrates your spinal cord. Kanye responded, can I have the nitrous today? If you've seen the picture, he has like a golden Freddy profile picture on the app they're texting on. He's got a golden Freddy profile picture. There's a real screenshot of their group chat. Can I have the nitrous today? And a picture of golden Freddy like tweaking out of his mind.
Right, so via the
Can I just quickly finish about so
Go,
21
go.
Jump Street, right? So we've got Channing Tatum playing Superman in Lego Movie, right? Who's obviously in 21 Jump Street. Who else was in 21 Jump Street was Dave Franco, who is married to Alison Brie, who plays Unikitty. It's just and it's like you kind of think, oh, there's different hirings and stuff, and there's so many other like weird little connections and circles that are just like all in that. But yeah.
Every Lego movie, except for Lego Movie 2, the second part, is about a father-son relationship.
Yeah.
That's fucked up. When are we going to
Yeah,
get to the
he's
daughters?
one of the construction workers.
Lego Movie 2, the second part.
Okay,
it's
anyway,
about a brother-sister
so
relationship.
during the climax of the film, they all fight against President Business, and now that Emmett's unlocked his Super Saiyan potential after meeting Jesus, he comes out and he can now suddenly master build, and he can do it, and he builds himself a giant fuck-off mech.
It's awesome.
And he fights. It's also like it's got his
He's
individuality.
like swinging around
to
like
it.
Spider-Man in that mech.
He is. It's awesome.
It kicks ass.
It's like a construction mech. It's pretty fucking cool.
Mm.
He goes through the place.
There's a
It's
Lego
awesome.
set for that costs so much.
I imagine it would. And he reaches Lord Business. He's also like good at like flips and shit now as well. So he has got. I'm not being funny. I know you're like, well, he learned it. He didn't learn that. This is a power boost from Jesus. I'm telling you, this is a power boost from Jesus.
I'm telling you that every other citizen in the city does the exact same thing. They do the exact same thing.
Show me one instance of a random citizen doing like a ninja flip in that movie.
I bet you can find
No,
one.
you can't. No,
in
you
the
can't.
Wild West, they're all flying around that room
They're
like
not flying, they're
nobody's
smashing
Yeah,
There's
but that's
shit
because there's
everywhere.
like 14
They're
can eat
flying
foods.
around
That's
that
not
room like nobody's business.
They're not flying around the room. I tell you, he's like a fucking ninja now, man.
It's awesome.
Look, yeah, I'm just telling you, he got it from Jesus.
No, he didn't.
The
It's 'cause
power
he's
of
seen,
God.
He's
No,
seen
the
realm,
power
he's
of
seen-
God has improved. It's not a problem with the film.
He could have
it's
not.
just what happened.
He could have not met the kid, and he would still be able to master build. It's about seeing the world.
Yeah, but he wouldn't have been able to do the
no,
flip
it's
switch.
true.
He
The kid
can't-
doesn't do shit. He puts him in a tube.
He gives him the piece
He
of
puts him in a
resistance.
fucking loo roll
No,
cardboard
he
fucking
gives
thing.
him the piece
With-
of resistance. Then wouldn't have been able to turn off the crackle without it.
Do you know why you can't backflip? Because you don't believe in Jesus.
Exactly.
I know.
No, I'm telling you, that is why you can do it. It's not a problem. I think it's called
It's
that
not
Jesus
true.
gives
It's not
the power.
true. It's not true.
He couldn't
Faith,
flip
back me up.
before. He
It's
couldn't
not
flip
because of
before.
the kid. It's
That's
because
how
he
does
sees
it.
the world from the other dimension, from the other reality.
This feels like when I
Are
was
you
like
telling
6
me?
years old
No.
and my parents were arguing.
you!
Telling
Telling me.
like, who's right?
Just
Who's
like-
right? Tell us who's right.
You can't just fucking experience something and then you can do ninja kicks. You have to train to do ninja kicks. He got the powers from his spiritual journey.
Why can all the citizens do
Find
master
one
building?
citizen who can do a ninja
They
kick.
can all do master building.
I didn't say master building.
Every time
I
someone
put the
master
ninja
builds,
kicking.
every time someone master builds, they don't go like.
What
go
I'm
like-
saying
they
is,
go like,
no, yeah,
and
all
they
those
fly
people,
around the room.
they're more creative than him. He fucking sucks, man. He needed the boost. He needed the boost from Jesus. Reaches Lord Business and love his. Even though Emmett can do ninja kicks now, he's still not cool enough to beat him because Lord Business is top in his verse. He's strongest in his verse. I'm sorry, he is. He just is.
Yeah, he
He's
just
straight-
one-shots everyone.
He
He
wants
does
to
just
he's
beat
strong as there is.
everyone, yeah.
They
It's
have to
their
talk him
legs.
down.
It's
They
the
couldn't
legs.
beat him in a 1v1. They simply
true.
couldn't. So he gets frozen on the foot, and then he tells Lord Business how special he is actually, and how he should actually be like he should be nice, and he's like actually I'll be nice because at the same time the kid's talking to his dad and it's really emotional, and then Lord Business he stops the crackle, he puts it on, he puts the
It explodes.
it explodes, but
So
Emmett's fine.
How do you guys feel about the scene? Is very powerful, as I remember it. Get off
But
your
Lord
phone.
Business
Oh, you
did
know.
decapitate Vitruvius.
Yeah, the scene's very powerful when he's like, "You are the most important, special motherfucker I've ever met in my life." But like, when, and that's fine for like in the real life with his dad as well. Like that's nice, but like, he did kill Vitruvius. 1, took over the world for 8 years. 2, wanted to have bad cop killed. Tried to have good cop killed and thought he'd succeeded. Tried to glue everyone in the city down. Did glue down bad cop's parents.
Yeah, but he's got the cure for that though.
Does he have the cure for death?
Vitruvius is still
He
dead.
took the best character in the film away. Now,
He did kill Vitruvius.
I'm sure loads of other casualties happened as well
in the
before.
8.5 years.
8.5 years.
Yeah, before he started using the
Where
crowd
are
to
the
glue
other
people.
ninjas?
What about when all the robots
tank.
showed up
so
and
true.
like executed a bunch of people at like he blew up a whole fucking realm.
He did destroy.
He showed up with a bunch of robots, started shooting people on sight.
Yeah, it was on site.
Yeah.
It was. They blew
But
him
you
up.
feel like maybe the context of what's actually happening is why he's forgiven.
I do agree that the context of what's actually happening does change it enough where it's acceptable.
Invincible would have forgiven him.
Invincible would have been like the story. Yeah, they would have been like, "Nah, it's okay."
Invincible's still coming out, so I'm
In
not going
Ste-
to have a rant about it.
In
but,
Steven
you know.
Universe, he would have been like, "Let's be friends."
Steven Universe would have been friends.
He would have been like, "Let's have a tea party,"
So at the end,
regardless of
yeah.
context.
So President Business has the cure in like a little
watering can,
watering
and then they
can.
cut to real life,
I
and the
swear
dad.
he's flying in that scene.
He is, because then they
the
cut,
power of God
and
allows
the
him
dad
to do
is,
so.
is
Yeah.
using the
Yeah, yeah,
watering
yeah.
can.
So President
and-
Business is a separate entity from God,
but it's
even
also
though he's
nice-
in the image of God.
Yeah.
So he's actually Jesus.
And the Antichrist.
Oh,
but what we say?
what the fuck?
It's a nice moment with a watering can because it's like, oh, the kid's unlocked his dad's creativity because his dad is now
I think
playing
he built the
along in
watering
the
can, you
story.
think?
He built the watering can and he's playing like, oh, Lord Business is fixing all of his mistakes as like a thing of like, I'm fixing.
But Dad, don't you think that maybe President Business should go to jail for his crimes that he committed? No.
No, he's
No.
like,
No?
he says
I
sorry.
don't
Look,
fucking
we're not
think
gonna make it
But-
that ridiculous, are we?
I
Like,
No.
think it's okay also because Vitruvius is still there on a string.
he's a little ghost. He comes back as a little ghost, doesn't he?
Oh my god, looks
Yeah.
hilarious.
He's a
Oh,
glow in the
so
dark
fun.
ghost. As
He's a
well.
glow in the dark. He's like slightly green because he's
Yeah,
glow in
yeah,
the
yeah.
dark, and he's like, Alex, you think it's like stop motion? Like you think
I
it's like
thought it was. They just chucked that
It's
in.
gotta be
I didn't think it was CG.
it's got to be
but I don't
CG.
know.
I think like he's on a string moving around.
So
It looks so funny. And there's the line where he's like, I made up the special because anyone could be the special. Anyone has the potential to be the most important creative person. Everyone has the capacity to. And he goes, I know it sounds like a cat poster, but it's true.
and it is literally a
And
cat.
it's
Yeah,
poster
literally a
in the
cat
background.
poster
person
in
that
the
says
room,
believe.
like believe in yourself. It's a cat hanging from the tree, and the cat goes like, its little mouth gets edited. It's like believe in yourself.
So
I love that so much.
Emmett gets with Wild Style, which is what we've all been waiting for.
Worst part of the film.
In all honesty, probably.
What is sorry?
Wild Style and like Emmett? Their relationship is like boring.
Yeah, because this is
It-
It's just a weak point.
It didn't need to be
there.
a forced romance.
This
Like
is-
it's not like it's not great. It's not awful. It's just a weak point of the
It's just
film.
like-
I feel.
I don't think
this is-
anyone. I've never heard anyone go, "Oh, I loved the romance, love triangle in the film."
This is the point in the story where the jerk that the corn girl is dating has to go like, she deserves better, and then that's his growing point that he has to be like, yeah, okay, I guess I'll get cucked now. Like that's where.
No, if they're broken up, he's not getting cucked, obviously.
No, yeah, but this is where like literally they're about to hold hands, and then he goes like, yeah, it's okay. Like that's
He just like a ninja. He just like a break dance afterwards. He's really not that bothered.
he doesn't. It's because the relationship was shallow in the first place, but it's like.
He's really not that affected that much. He moves on like pretty quick in the next one.
But
Yeah.
it is like I feel like that's a trope too. That like it's just like, yeah, sure, I'm in the way of the plot. I'll just stop dating.
Oh, I
this
remember the
person.
film Yesterday.
So I think
That was
it could have
tragic.
been.
It's a
That love triangle.
There's a
love
bad
triangle, that's
worst
what
part of
it
that film is the love triangle too.
It could have been fixed possibly by having the Joker in the Lego Movie, so you kind of were like, oh,
Like
something's going on there.
Yeah, like they're
Like it's
gay
not just that
lovers.
he's like, oh, okay, I guess I'll not be with my girlfriend
Here's the
anymore, 'cause
question. Here's
whatever.
the question. If Lego Joker was in this Lego movie, would they Lego be working together on the same Lego team? Because they're both be working
When can
against
we
the
end the
Lego
episode?
government.
Yeah, okay.
No,
Well,
hang on.
When can we
No.
end the episode?
Would they both be
What's-
working on the same team, Lego Batman and Joker, in this film, if the Joker was in it?
again, well, I suppose
Against
Joker
the government.
Yeah, but there are
Well,
other
Joker
bad
wouldn't-
guys.
Joker wouldn't want to get frozen to death, would he? Like,
No, yeah, he
there
wouldn't
are-
want to
There
work
are
with the
other
government.
bad guys, and they
Mr.
kind of
Freeze
have to
would
come
be
together
well.
Yeah,
and
he
become
would
an
love
enemy.
it.
Yeah.
It's like his whole thing.
Mr.
like-
Freeze would be having a
Mr.
fucking
Freeze, you
awesome
get the freeze
time.
things.
Nah, he wouldn't like it.
Yeah, he'd be having a
Okay.
sick time.
Okay, well, all right. So let's end
It's
the movie.
weird to have a film where Batman is part of like a rebellion fighting against
because he's so rich.
a government, whereas like the Star Wars characters are just flying about still. Like even though
Yeah,
that's
'cause I
what
like
They
the
just
They're
plot,
don't give a
completely
fuck.
uninvolved.
the plot of Star Wars is they're fighting against
think-
a dictatorship.
I think
government.
Lucasfilm
Yeah.
got bought by Disney like weeks after they
Yeah.
agreed to let it be put in the movie.
Flare.
Which isn't why they're not in it as much.
Okay.
It's just a coincidence.
Okay.
Coincidence.
You
So-
think they'd be in it more? You think they'd be master builders because it would literally suit their characters
Yeah.
better than superheroes who are.
Yeah, it's funny though, isn't it?
Yeah, it's funny.
Anyway, so all right, so that's the end of the movie. That was really fucking long. This is
Yeah,
by far the longest one we've ever
Happy
done.
this
It's the
wasn't my
film-
episode.
The film has so much detail in it though.
It does. To
Yeah,
be
there's
fair.
still
we
stuff we
did
haven't
not
covered.
cover
Every shot is
probably
like
even
a
half
joke.
of it. To
We
be
didn't
fair.
talk about the soundtrack. Like, there's still so much.
Yeah.
We're not gonna have fucking
We,
time.
No,
well,
I
as
know,
I say,
I know.
literally, we
I'm
run out
hungry.
of
I'm
time.
thrown out of
I'm
it, so-
genuinely, I'm
Okay,
hungry. I wanna
Dylan,
leave.
overall thoughts? Oh, I'm so hungry.
10 out of
Should we get
10.
food?
10 out of 10 masterpiece. Endlessly funny. Endless joy seeps from this film into my eyeballs and my
10 out of 10,
ears.
really?
Yeah.
Right, Faith.
This is a solid. You know, I'm gonna go for a 10 out of 10, even though there were definitely some weak points. Which
It's
the
not
weak,
that bad.
the big weak point I would say is the Emmett and Wildstyle relationship.
Maybe it's better.
There's
in the
so
is it better in
much-
the second one?
I don't. They're like separated for most of the second
Oh,
one.
for fuck's. All right, fine.
So there's like so much other things going on that redeem it by so much. And again, like we were just saying, there's so much to talk about with this film.
Connor.
So, 10 out of 10 film does not exist. Although the film is excellent, it doesn't get into my top 5, so it's not 9. So it's going to have to be an 8.
What do you mean 10 out of 10 doesn't exist?
10 out of 10 doesn't exist.
I can't think of a 10 out of 10.
A 10 out of 10 film does not exist.
So, the metric through which you review things is flawed and wrong.
Look at it.
No,
Okay,
it's gotta
I'll-
be
You don't.
perfect.
When you,
Oh my
it
God.
does not have to be
Fucking hell.
perfect to be at a 10 out of 10.
Yeah, it
I
does.
give it a
not-
9 out of 10.
it does
We're
not
done with the
have to be-
episode. So, Faith, you got any thoughts or anything you want to say before we wrap up?
Thank you for having me. Maybe we can do a part 2 for the sequel, which I've heard is not as good.
Maybe.
It's not as good.
But yeah, no, thanks for having me.
I'd rather do the Lego Batman movie.
Thank you, Faith, for being here.
Oh,
This
yeah,
has
let's
been a
do
great
the outro
episode,
real quick
and
before we-
will be back. Well, we'll be back next month with something. I think Kyle. I think we're doing one with Kyle, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah.
Who knows? We'll see you in a month. Bye.